Hello, everyone. Welcome in to another glorious episode of Critical Hole, the show where we shoot dice out of our butts on camera. We're going to go over a little flashback here, a little recap, if you will, and then I'm going to have some announcements. Last episode, after trekking through the jungle, ending up in a cave, fighting some treants, fighting a mimic, losing the lives of a few friends and foes, you made your way back.
Kings.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, no, that's okay. Raximus is of one of those people whose material body is no longer with us, yet he still maintains connection to the material plane through a few means, one of which being the sovereign glued hat that he manifested some power within that has been glued to Gert's head with sovereign glue, which, just as a refresher, cannot be removed by any other means other than a wish spell. And his familiar, which he was able to summon via a magical link. Other than that, Big Bug died. He's dead in the cave still. And so did Gobo, the shaman, who you've interacted with in the prequel episodes, as well as in the other episodes you've been in the jungle. You killed him. You looted him. You didn't have much to say. It was a messy fight, but you overcame him in the end, even though he did bring Gert down during the fight. Twice, I think, but it was very entertaining. That's where we left off. I'll answer any questions you guys have. So the announcements I'd like to go over real quick. The biggest one, I've been pronouncing the dinosaur's name wrong the entire time. I hate myself for it. It is not Terrarask. I don't know why that was in my brain. It's Tarrasque. 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 My bad. Sorry if anyone was out there like, cringing.
Don't worry about it.
No worries. It was bothering me. I wanted to say
our version better.
the terrorist. That's totally fine. I want to auto-correct myself, though. And then
here to fight terrorists.
In the same sort of theme, I have been making an error with opportunity attacks. It does seem that it is a given for all players to have the ability to make opportunity attacks. It is my confusion, and I will admit that I confused it with the ability to make spell opportunity attacks. To make an opportunity attack and cast a spell, you need a feat for it very specifically. That's my fault, though. So what I'm going to offer in lieu of that is a luck reroll, just like the inspiration reroll you had for smoking the pipe. Wall will get for my folly one reroll, one inspirational reroll. You can mark that into your memory. Yeah, and someone also pointed out you were raging and you take half damage, so the treant
I don't think
maybe
that would have changed anything. Yeah.
I think
was gonna finish my ass.
And
anyway.
I hate myself for and thinking about this. I think it did exactly your amount of double your max HP, if I'm not mistaken. I might have been mistaken though, so I don't want to really look into it too much. Anyways. That is it. Those are my big three things. My bad.
Don't worry about it. We play a little differently here.
Yeah, it's all good. Just wanted to correct and then move forward that way. Everyone feels good. I noticed some people pointing it out. Yeah, exactly. Well, I just noticed some people pointing it out, and I love the feedback. I appreciate the feedback. It makes me a better
Where can
DM.
I put my inspiration roll, or do I just have to remember it?
Have to remember it. There's probably somewhere you can make it.
You can
add it
or something, or inventory or something.
There's a little. Yeah, you definitely
never forgets
the memory of an elephant.
Remember what I left you with last episode?
He does.
Indeed he do. Okay, yeah. So with that being said, the game is yours. Remember, you guys looted some stuff from Gobo. You have been given a sort of a sickle, Codius, that had a sort of a moon pattern engraved into the sides. Very sharp looking. Grellin, you were awarded a pair of large shackles with this sort of arcane runic inscription all over them, as well as one other thing I'm pretty sure, I don't remember if I had added it to your inventory. Let me take one quick look at that.
Shackles?
The shackles are in there. You have okay. And then there was a few more things on his body as well. There was the amulet that looked like it was made out of like a bunch of different gears around his neck. I think you looted that as well. You looted two things. I'm gonna go ahead and slide that into your inventory.
Sounds like me. Yeah.
Exactly. Anyways, he had two things left in his inventory. I'll give you each one. That way you can observe things. Nice. You can look at them. You have a little description. Magical. There you go.
All right. For clarification, I'm going to, as everyone probably remembers, my familiar is the little elephant guy. I think I'll remove both my token and the little familiar together, and it'll be the familiar. But the hat is still on Gert's head.
Okay, well, imaginable. God, I'm feeling pretty tired after that fight, guys.
I'm pretty sure that's what you looted. I'm pretty sure those were the two things you looted last episode.
Guys, I'm feeling pretty tired after that fight. I'm gonna go take a nap.
A long rest?
I'm gonna go take a long rest.
Take a wall
there.
I'm going in this TP and taking a sleep, man. I don't care if they fucking leave without me. I gotta sleep. I got no spells left. I got no magic juice left in me. I spent it all keeping Grellin alive.
I was fine. You barely helped.
I used all of my healing words on Grellin. I need a rest.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Guys,
How long do
finished.
rests take? How long is a long rest?
A long rest is like an 8-hour sort of like you're camping out for the night sort of thing. A short rest is like a 4-hour, I think 2 to 4 hours, depending on your race as well. It could be shorter.
I'm ready for a long snooze.
I'm good with
these guys.
I'm good with taking a snooze.
You guys, when you
well.
arrived here, I would say because last episode we started the day. You left the cave in the morning, when the sun was just rising in the early, not too early, but not too late in the morning, and then it didn't take you too long to get here, and then the battle itself and the time you spent, here before the battle and after the battle. I would say it's probably the midday afternoon, evening time already.
Okay. So we could like nap until.
Yeah, you could take. I was
playing like him in real life.
I'm sleepy.
It's time for a nap.
For a
long few hours.
I have literally used up every droplet of magic power in my little body.
As we travel, do things come back or must we rest?
You must rest.
You must rest to regain.
Maybe we
your
rest.
stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
Like it.
resting inside that tent as well.
For short rest, you
Gorbo's corpse in with us too, and we can pretend he's still alive and make fun of him.
Any of you guys think maybe the note was lying? Maybe he's been with us since the prologue and during this. Maybe
Come on, we came back to the clearing.
Murdered this man for no reason at all.
We came back to the clearing and he was hiding from us and watching us.
I would hide from us too.
I think the question's more: did we kill the apprentice or the master?
Maximus, you remember you probed his mind during the fight. So I'm assuming you relayed some of that info back.
And I'm gonna relay. I'm gonna relay exactly what I just barely said.
Now in the postmortem
the apprentice
of the fight,
or the master.
That's very telling that you mentioned such a thing, Raximus. I mean, that's very telling that you mentioned such a thing, Raximus.
And then because I'm again the familiar, he's gonna turn into a bed. Like I'm gonna be a bed now, and I'm gonna go to bed because
by turning into a bed. Can I lay on top of?
No.
It's like
tiny. Yeah. I'm a tiny little cloud that can like kind of morph.
Think of an owl.
You'll kill him
on the bed.
I think you'll kill him.
It's just like a ghostly goop.
The water vapor that forms.
I'm just gonna go around
body
you. But okay.
Just
dissipates.
Okay,
never mind. I'm gonna go get Gobo's body, drag him into the tent, cut him open like a tauntaun in Star Wars, and sleep inside him.
Oh boy,
I do like
that's
this.
good. Well, before that happens, real quick, while you guys are talking about the fight and Raximus, you're relaying information and you're talking about the note. This is the first time you've had vision since the note was uncovered. You didn't have a chance to look at it yourself, Raximus. I'm going under the pretense that you would have at one point in spirit observed the note. Now that you sort of have this connection to the material plane, unless Grellin wouldn't have showed you the note and would instead have chose to hide the note for any reason.
Nah, he read that out loud earlier.
I did.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
but specifically,
paraphrased a little.
Raximus did not have vision and did not see the note.
Yeah.
So when
But
he
I think-
does see the note, you would recognize the handwriting, Raximus, as your own.
Maybe Raximus is the evil emperor all along.
Who knows? I'm currently in bed sleeping.
Maximus, have you seen this note? What do you make of this? Grelin, show him the note.
Well, assuming this has already happened, and yeah, he knows it's his handwriting, but it's up to him if he wants to relay that information to you guys.
Grelin, we should show
I
Raximus this
open the note to everyone and say, "All right, then, feast your eyes on this note."
I turn from a bed. I turn into back into the elephant, the tiny elephant. But now I have a monocle on, and I look at the note, and I go, that does look like my handwriting. Curious.
What? This is your
I do not-
handwriting?
I have no recollection of seeing this, or I have no remembering. I have no recollection of writing this, but that does look like something I've written before.
What?
He's a witch.
Do you guys remember what the note says? I can remind you.
For the record, I'm a warlock, not a witch.
You do remember that the note at the very bottom did say, "Don't trust Gobo."
Kill him again.
Can I do a history check real quick?
What would you like the history check for?
Memory of this.
Writing the note?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and make a history check for me. Okay.
Absolute wonderful roll. Wait, how's
Right,
that possible?
For
You have a
an elephant,
-1?
you have some pretty shit memory.
Oh, it's a minus. Okay, yeah.
An intelligence check.
Zero?
Yeah, he's a -1. He rolled a 1,
So you
-1.
rolled a 1
Yeah, he
and then
remember
-1.
we all rolled for our stats, so there's a chance you have a minus something to your stats.
I have a -1. Yeah.
and a -2 to your strength. Very
Yeah.
funny. Anyways, but that's okay.
I
You're a
don't
magic
remember
user.
writing that.
You don't have any. You don't have any. It hurts to think about. You think about
I
your
just go-
past. You think about being, learning your magic the way you did, all the experiences you've had in life.
Mm-hmm.
And then at one point, you just sort of hit this like wall
I
where it
gotcha.
just jumps from memory to I'm here now.
Guys,
All
we
right.
should
Don't
cut
know.
off. We should cut off Gobbo's head and put it on a spike.
I don't know about that, but I was thinking we should at least bring some kind of trophy from him to show the others.
I think we should rip his head off. He's small. We could carry it, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Guys,
He's a
I'm not
goblin
crazy,
size.
right?
Yeah, all right.
I think we should
You can
cut his
carry
head
it
off.
around.
Yeah, but that'll be
Carry it
stinky.
around.
Can we at least dehydrate it first while we're long resting? Can we just put
Well,
it over
we
a
can leave
fire
it
and
out to
smoke
we
it?
can leave
Let's shrink it.
we can
Yeah,
leave it out to
smoke
dry.
Let it shrink a little bit.
Well, okay. Well, I'm cutting it off.
Okay.
I'm cutting it off.
What are you using to cut it off?
That's
I
true. 'Cause
mean-
you didn't have your dagger or your sword yet, do
Yes,
you?
I do. I stole it back.
This
Oh,
is
okay.
why I
That's
took it
sword.
away, because I knew you were going to cut off the heads of corpses around you like a freak.
Okay, fine. I won't cut his head off. I'm just gonna cut his stupid little ponytail off.
Get his
All right.
scalp on there too.
Well, that's weird. I'm not gonna go that far. I just want his hair.
Maybe
All right,
an
I'm
ear.
gonna turn back into a bed.
Could take
and,
an ear.
Okay, let's rest.
Poof.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm assuming
using my
you guys are
fencing sword
getting
to
into the
quickly
rest.
cut off. Just cut
All
off
right.
his little ponytail.
Just the ponytail.
Yeah, just gonna cut
Okay.
off his hair.
Oh, that's fine. It's easy enough to.
Proof of Gobbo. Proof of Gobbo.
You've done
Dead
so.
This is a
Gobbo.
very chum move. When Decky cut my hair, he kept a little tuft of my hair as well.
Oh,
I'm a hair
interesting.
guy.
He still
Real
has hair.
hairhead.
He
Can I
knows.
go ahead
He
and
knows where
add
it is.
Gobbo's hair to my
Yeah,
equipment?
a locket of goblets of Gobbo's hair, or like his little tuft of
something,
hair.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
His voice echoes in your head when you pick it up. I'm gonna kill you.
I'll never forget that voice. Little locket of Gobbo's hair. Okay, I'm coming back in. I'm ready to rest. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
just
I'm
play with
assuming
this
while you guys are
hair.
chatting, it's sort of like getting into the rest and stuff.
yeah.
Having
Mhm.
rested before, do you want to discuss who's taking watch, the cycle of who's taking watch, that kind of thing? Gerd is heavy asleep. Walks inside, looks at you guys.
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
I cannot take a watch because I am on top of Gert's head.
We should let that guy do the watch for this familiar. He'd alert us. He doesn't even need sleep.
No, I'm not. I don't know if I can. Okay, question for metagame for Hark. Can I control? Like, can my familiar be away from the hat and still me be able to act like?
You
like
don't
if
know.
Zichung's inside.
Not sure.
Would I be able to control?
You have
From
not
inside.
been more than 120 feet away from the hat as the familiar, so you're unsure going any further than that would have any effect on your magical ability.
I'm still abed. I'm unresponsive. I'm sleeping.
And so our night begins.
And
our rest
so
begins.
Aqua, are you sleeping or are you
the
watching?
light
Because
turns
I'm
tonight.
sleeping because Decky's watching.
okay.
Who's taking the second watch?
I'll do it
All right.
with my
Well.
cool dark vision.
At one point,
Good call.
how many hours do you? Oh, sorry, Chodius, perception check for your watch,
This guy
please.
sleeps like Omid at a subathon.
God. Okay, nice.
What do I see with my keen dwarven eye?
The night comes, as every night has for a dwarf such as Chodius Chungus. The calming wind on the leaves rustles the vines through the trees. The jungle ambience soothes your soul for now. You think about the combat you've been in, the lust for more, the rage inside you. Reflective night, but uneventful. How a few hours go by. We don't have to get into the nitty gritty of it, but Grellin, your watch is up. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
That would be performance. I can't read.
Okay.
Perception. There we go. Oh, yeah.
How do you wake up Grellin, Chodius?
I'm gonna go over there and stand above him. Grellin, wake up.
What do you want?
It's your turn to take the watch.
All right.
Okay, no problem. That's totally
I
fine.
will do this.
It's been a long night. Chodius is tired. Takes the nod.
It's a very plain exchange.
I accept this task. That's totally acceptable. No problem.
I like how you took your time to think for a moment.
Yeah. It's like, how do I respond to this?
How many hours did you take a watch
I guess
for,
I'll just
Chodius?
agree.
How many hours were you awake
I
for?
watched for 4 hours.
Okay. Nice.
My goodness.
A long time. Grellin, your watch comes. Same thing. It's a little later in the evening. So the stars already in the sky, I would say, or at least you can start to make them out, if not already visible. Clouds partially obscure the light from the moon. Not quite full. Not quite waning yet. You notice some leaves
Oh,
rustling
nice. Oh.
from the direction you killed Gobo in.
Oh.
Hmm.
Is the body still over there, or did I cut it open and sleep in it like a tauntaun?
If you actually chose to do that, sorry, I ignored your request. I apologize. Then I will absolutely allow that to be happening.
Really an important request.
Okay.
That one was for me.
You can
But,
still do that
you
if
can
you
skip
want.
it.
I apologize. Yo, you can make it happen if you want. It is coming
Maybe
from that
I
way.
stop doing the Night's Watch, completely ignoring the rustling in the bushes. get very tired and climb inside of Gabo's body again and go back to bed.
That's okay if you want to do that as well.
Am I
Gabo is
putting
like
the whole party in danger by doing this.
Gabo. Well, let me finish your wisdom check, your skill check first. Your okay. With that skill check, you notice the rustling. From where you're at, if you are inside or around the corpse of Gabo right now, you sort of have visual to that. Wasn't a big rustle, sort of a smaller rustle. Like it either didn't mean to stir the bush, or if it did, it wasn't able to stir it very much.
Probably a mouse, field mouse, maybe a skunk, raccoon. I don't know.
But yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Must have been the wind. I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. How long do you stay awake before you go to sleep?
1 minute. Grelin sleeps very soundly and easily. This is my fantasy world, okay? That sounds nice, okay? In this world, I fucking sleep, okay?
Jodius wakes you up
soundly, all right?
Jodius wakes you up. He changes his request. You accept. Jodius he accepts your acceptance. As soon as his eyelids are closed, you hear his snores. Just right back out. Now you're sleeping in the corpse of Gabo. You've cut him open, and you've sort of crawled inside him.
Z-Chum's request to cut his head off is a lot less grotesque by comparison.
He didn't do that, by the way.
And I just cut his hair off.
You gotta stay warm. You gotta stay warm out there.
He's like just, you really can't you can't climb in like a camel because you're both goblins. So you can like
dip your toes in.
Yeah, you can like tuck it over a little, tuck the flesh over yourself, sort of like a morbid. What's that? Hellraiser. I'm imagining Hellraiser. Just watched Hellraiser. Imagine like Hellraiser style.
We don't need to do this. It's okay. I'll just go to bed normally.
Well, let me ask you this: are you not sleeping in the corpse then?
I am sleeping near the corpse for warmth.
Okay, the cold dead corpse.
What, you cuddling the corpse? Is that what you mean?
I need to know. It's very important.
You have to make
I need to know.
I don't really like this path I've gone down.
You can retcon your decision. It is okay.
I don't like it anymore.
Let me say this. You dragged the corpse.
Literally, it was Gabo.
Yeah. All right.
You cut him open.
Of Gabo.
Oh, okay. You're just like huddled in the guts of his corpse, really. Not really.
Nice.
The Gabo guts.
It smells. It's bad.
It's like a very
actually right
climate
as you're trying to fall asleep. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Just totally unnecessary.
Well, you're gonna get into the bile and the guts. We're gonna have to have some throwing up, perchance, per se. Yep, you vomit.
I throw up a lot.
You do.
There can't be anything left to vomit.
Does a seed come out and spawn another fucking trio?
No.
Everyone again? Okay.
It does not. But you do vomit, and it increases to the stench on yourself. Going forward, until you clean yourself, all of your stealth checks are going to be at disadvantage because of this disgusting, hideous stench that you now give off. Gabo smells like something else like you've never smelled before, by the way. His blood and his guts, they just smell wrong. And thinking, if Grelin's the kind of guy that does this often, he would know what guts and stuff smell like. These ones don't smell very goblin-y. Other than that, you are still going to sleep after 1 minute. With that being said, and having no one else lined up for watch, I guess I'll have everyone make perception checks at disadvantage for me.
I'm falling asleep again. I don't fall asleep within a minute.
Well, this check doesn't necessarily happen right away either.
I was going to say, am I aware that he falls back asleep?
Just go to sleep. Becky. You'll be fine.
Everyone make perception checks for me at disadvantage.
Gotcha. Perception check.
Yeah, at disadvantage.
I fell asleep. Yeah, I passed out. I was tired.
At disadvantage, I got you.
Disadvantage.
There you go.
Thank you. Gert rolled pretty high. Grellin rolled pretty high as well.
Yeah, but Glenn's like choosing.
Oh yeah,
to
roll
go.
again. Roll again.
No,
disadvantage.
Grellin
Yeah,
did disadvantage.
I know.
yeah.
Roll again with disadvantage. Sorry.
Perception
Godspeed.
with disadvantage.
Okay. All right. Night goes.
Also, Raximus rolled persuasion.
What? Persuasion skill check. What's
Don't worry
your
about that.
reroll? It's fine. Reroll. It's fine.
Okay.
It's the system.
It's a P word. That was very close.
It is very
Perception?
good. Perception. Yes, please.
I mean, it did
Okay.
better.
All right.
Rather take the first one, but
The night comes and goes. When you wake up, the sun is already beating down on you. It's definitely past the early morning. Maybe you yawn. Maybe something in rustling stirs you. But you awaken. And the day is yours.
What the fuck is Grellin doing to that corpse? Grellin, what the fuck?
my familiar swaps with a poof from the bed shape that it's into, now into the elephant, but now he has a pose with a little knife in his hand. Very alarmed from Gert screaming.
Grellin, what the fuck?
Grellin, why are you sleeping? You're supposed to be on watch.
And why are you covered in vomit and blood and God? What's your horrible?
Grellin had a big night last night. Grellin had quite a night.
God, it fucking
Yeah, actually,
reeks.
Grellin
What is
waking
that?
up-
Like you've never slept in a body before.
What the? Why? It's
For
68
warmth.
degrees out. It's hot. It's hot out. What do you mean?
Making a reference to the body, you realize that
don't know.
Gobo's corpse is no longer there. You're just you were sleeping in like a pile of bile and dried blood on the grass. There's no corpse.
What'd you do with the Gobo's corpse?
That seems wrong.
Well, I was definitely inside it when we went to bed.
Well, it was
That
again.
doesn't sound good.
Again, it was like you're like roughly the same size, so it was less you climbing into him, more you wearing him like a blanket.
Yes.
What happened during your watch last night?
I went to bed. I knew it would be safe. Grellin needs his beauty sleep. You think this just happens?
What happened? Where's Gobo's corpse? What happened?
I want to investigate Gobo's corpse.
Yeah, well,
That I can't answer.
The
Yeah,
spot
they
where
say
it
that
was.
like
you mean?
corpse is gone, or just because it's so deformed that it's not a corpse anymore. It's just a pile of
Yeah.
meat.
There is no corpse. If it's depending on what the corpse looked like after Relin was done with it, there's nothing left.
And Gert removed his head.
Oh, I
and
cut
hair.
his hair.
Where did you
Wait,
put the hair? Where'd you
Yeah,
put
Gert,
the
do you
hair?
still have
My
do you still have the
inventory.
hair? Check it.
Is it still there?
hair. Yes, Gobo's hair is still in my inventory.
It is still there.
Okay. And it's still hair? It hasn't like deformed?
Let me. That looks like hair.
Make an investigation. Make an investigation check for me, Gert, while you look at the hair. In fact,
Is this hair? I'm not sure.
nothing's changed.
Yep,
Ah.
it's hair.
Interesting.
Curious. I think Grellin did something to Gobo's corpse and then got embarrassed and hid it. Hid it in
I
a bush
agree.
or something.
I'm going to investigate the area to see if I can find any like
I'd
tracks.
also like to investigate the area.
Okay, so you can roll, Raximus, you can roll again, and we'll take, don't roll again with advantage, just roll again, and I'll take the higher number if Gert's going to help you. You get with advantage. Okay, cool. So we'll take the 17. That's with your help, Gert, that he does that.
Okay.
So you guys want to describe to me how you're investigating the scene? So there's like, what I'm imagining is Grelin was sleeping when he woke up in like a pile, like the ground was like wet or like stained with the blood and the corpse bile from his actions with the cadaver. So you can investigate that little area. Yes, whatever they may have been.
So we're investigating around. I want my little familiar guy to be hopping around like Tigger again, but using my nose as the tail of bouncing. And then I want to, every time like I bounce, but then I almost like slow down and get my eyes real close to the ground around the area, and then I continue to bounce around, looking for tracks.
The one of us that physically lives.
How do you help him?
The one of us that physically lives in this material existence is gonna actually like look around. I'm gonna like just peek around in the hut. Quick little peek around the corner, just maybe look in some bushes a little bit. Come over here, just like push some bushes around. Just quick little check.
A little more thorough.
Gabo's corpse is really gone. And
are there any tracks or blood trails or anything like that you might want to look for?
That's what I'm doing.
You can make your own investigation check as well, Grelin, if you like.
Boing, boing,
also,
boing, boing.
and then Chodius, if you want to, you guys can
puke and
if you guys want to choose to help one another, like Chodius, you can help Grelin if his stat is higher, giving him advantage, so he could re-roll that and maybe a not crit fail. But it's up to you. You can also just roll yourself.
I'm helping Grelin. Go ahead and roll again, Grelin.
Yeah, just roll again, and then we'll take the higher number. Oh my god.
And guts in my eyes. And
you're right. The stench is very distracting.
I can only smell myself. I am just.
You walk.
I look like I crawled out of a swamp.
Even worse, you crawled out of a corpse. Yeah. So you walk over to the bushes where Gert's looking around, and then you smell something. You move closer to the bush. You smell something, and then. You pull your shirt up. Oh, you realize it's you that you smell.
Grelin, you smell like shit. You smell disgusting.
But Gert, you still had a great. That's still a pretty high roll you had. So. Okay. What you find is that there's no tracks. There's 0 tracks. You look around the bushes. There's no signs of any blood, any dried blood. There's no footsteps other than the ones that you left in from the battle, and upon close examination and comparison, they are very similar. There's no difference in dryness. They all happen at the same time, and they get the corpse pile, the bile corpse pile, is sort of just dried as much as you would have expected it to be dried overnight in a humid forest or jungle. It's like it just is gone.
So who was responsible for making sure nobody comes in and steals a corpse while we slept?
Very interesting.
I watched for 4 hours.
I think
very good.
I think Chodius was supposed to do the watch.
I woke Grelin. He said, I kneeled down over him. I said,
he was
"Hey,
gonna
Grelin, it's your turn to watch." And he looked up at me. He took a mighty long time to think about what he's going to say. And then he said, "Okay." And at that point, I went to bed.
I can only assume Grelin stole Gabo's corpse and hid it. It's the only thing I can possibly come to a conclusion about.
Well, there's no track.
Hide it,
so he couldn't move it.
Negligently go to sleep when I was supposed to do the watch.
Guilty.
Grelin's very sleepy sometimes. And
Everyone
wanted to get to the next day to find the cave.
Unless
in the process you sliced into Gabo's corpse, puked on it, fell asleep in your own vomit.
Well, that's just goblin stuff. I'm not gonna not do that.
Can I do a nature check to think if a goblin can eat another goblin's full corpse?
Sure.
All right, I'm doing the nature check.
Woo!
You do that all the time.
Is it possible for a goblin to eat another goblin at night?
Haven't you seen the Lord of the
Um,
Rings?
You look again. You walk up to the ground, and with your nature check, you kind of. Oh wait, you're the goop still. So
I'm the
you
goop.
walk. You walk. You slurp up as the goop, and you look at the area that the corpse pile was in, and some of the grass is like pushed inward, like into the ground itself, like the part of the grass that grows out of the ground. The top of the grass has been bent over, and is like some of the grass blades look like they're looped into the ground themselves. Not just the roots, but the tips are folded over into the ground, into the dirt, into the bile. A little bit more than had someone been laying there. A little bit more so. And just being pressed down. But no, you don't think he could have eaten it, but you notice that. You don't think he could have eaten it.
All information to the three and tell them that hell has sucked Gobo back into it. Because he's in the ground. I'm assuming he's been gone. Hell has come and taken him.
So you want to dig him up?
No,
think
he's
we
not
should dig
there. He's
Gobo up.
gone. Oh my god.
Oh, you guys
think
all
we should
rested, by
dig.
the way, so you can all heal yourselves to full and
I ate 'em.
replenish your spell slots. By the way.
It was a real meats back on the menu, boys moment.
So we're healed back up to full.
Yeah.
I have all of my.
Yeah, and for everyone to have gotten a full rest, if Decky stayed awake, if Cody stayed awake for 4 hours, she would have had to slept for all 6, 7, 8 hours. So it's been like a 12, 13 hour night so far.
Oh god.
So it's like
Damn.
so it's like
Jesus.
Looks
it's
I
like
needed.
you went to bed evening, so it's sort of like morning, like almost noon, rolling into the
Looks
noon
like-
time.
Looks like I actually only really needed 4 hours as a long rest. I think.
Some races do.
Mm. We took
Wow,
a long sleep.
I totally could have taken the watch. I guess I chose not to.
I also
was
chose
sleepy.
not to.
Poor Jodius.
Oh my God.
This is fucked up. This
Well,
is
I
so
don't care
fucked
about
up.
the goblin. He's dead. Let's get moving. Where are we headed to now, anyway?
I
Rax
mean-
wrote a note he doesn't remember. We killed
we
Gobo,
cool
learned
with-
nothing.
Are we cool with like the other people? Like, is that bird cool with us? Is
I
that
think there's
Just
only
go
one way to
find him.
find out.
is
Yeah.
Trig that mean-looking lady who was with us in the beginning? You think she's cool with us? I mean,
Definitely not cool.
how far does this conspiracy with Gabo really go? You know, like
I say we go find out, but maybe we see a body of water. I'm gonna take a bath because I'm grossing myself and everybody else out.
Where's that one guy who's digging the latrine? I think he's the bad guy.
we can't just kill everyone.
You remember it was
I think we should kill everyone.
it was Fred and Greg, I think, right? I had them marked
Yeah,
as.
Fred and Greg.
All right, let's
Alright.
hop over to the next.
I would like
Area.
to keep a 5-foot distance at all times from Grellin because of how bad he reeks.
You guys should be here. I'll bring
It's
over.
up to you. How quick can you move? I
I'm
would
gonna-
like to stay very close to Gert.
I would like
I'm
to
gonna-
constantly be trying to hug Gert.
I'm gonna assume that my familiar can't smell, or can he?
You guys click on the jungle on the top.
I
On the
did. I'm
jungle?
loading
Thank
in.
you.
Yeah, I'm loading.
Yeah, you can. He has it's not that he smells. It's more that he's understanding of the sensation of scent.
So I can understand
Smell. Yeah.
what it would smell like. Okay.
Yes. It's less
Assuming I
if
wasn't
you're
actually-
trying to
God,
think about
Rasmus
it.
is huge.
Sorry, I don't know why the token did it.
What the fuck? Get the fuck, get away from me!
I'm
You
big.
sneaky, disgusting freak!
There you go.
My feet are tired.
Get away from me!
I'm reloading real quick.
Okay,
Keep talking
Raximus is there. I'll drag him along with us.
Get away from me!
Yes, drag me in. I'm just reloading. But go ahead, continue.
Camp. A stinky camp. Oh god, is that a well? Holy shit, there's a well over here. Grellin!
Grellin,
fucking
without
take a shot.
looking or taking any like investigation, jumps in the well.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill you.
Luckily for you, it doesn't.
God.
It's literally just like a quick barrel roll till you hit the ground. You come into contact with something squishy, and like the consistency of moss almost, but with more water.
Not water. Okay.
No, not water, and it smells bad. And it only takes you a few seconds to realize it's poop. Human feces. This was the poop hole. He actually said that's what he was doing earlier. He was digging the poop holes.
He was digging a latrine,
He
wasn't
did
he?
say that, yeah.
You're just dumb.
I'm so
Is there
sorry.
any water down there?
It's not that deep in. It's only like
I
a
found something else.
God, it fucking
Like a
reeks.
Everyone here has been eating a good amount of Metamucil.
Smells like shit down
They've
there.
thrown in like leaves and other like jungle bits to like make like decomposition. It's like a compost pile.
No, it's a
Oh
it's a
my
composting toilet.
Yeah.
Great for them. Good for
Yeah.
them.
You dove into a shit hole.
Grellin grows ever more smelly.
You're gonna reek.
Wait, where's
is gross.
Proteus? Where'd you go?
I'm in the tent.
Oh, there you go. I see. Sorry. You can stay in there if you want. My bad.
What's going on in the tent?
Oh my god, what is this? What's this fucking?
Nothing's
I'm
going
just
on in the
walking up,
tent. It's
leaving
just
Grellin.
there's the barrel of some fruit or some veggies that's been touched. Some sleeping equipment.
Let me do a perception check.
What are you looking for?
I want to see signs of life. Anybody was here recently? Footprints? You know, food left out that's warm.
Make a perception check. Does anyone want to help you, or you also have your reroll?
I'm gonna help him.
I am covered in shit.
I also want to figure out
Well,
what
so
the
I will
hell is
not be
going
helping.
on.
Roll again. Just make another perception check, and we'll take the higher number.
So can he get out of that well? Or?
Yeah, it's only chest high to you guys. It's like he dove in, and then he like barrel rolled, and then like imagine like almost like a half flip, landed almost head first into the poop / compost.
So he's
Grellin,
covered
you
in shit.
smell like
Pretty
shit.
much.
I hold out my hand for Gert to help me. Gert, I need help. Help me out.
Walking away.
Chodius
You fucking
and
reek.
Raximus, you guys, at first, Chodius, you're sort of looking around. You're sort of looking, you're sort of looking at the barrel of fruit. You see some of the fruit is like squished, and there's like little like tracks of squished fruit all over the place. You're not really looking. Raximus sort of sees where you're looking and follows suit. Sort of taps you on the shoulder, makes you look back. You do actually realize some of the squished fruit on the ground isn't squished fruit. It's dried blood. There's a
I
slightly,
think the two guys here might be dead. Or at
As a
least in
slightly-
trouble.
slightly darker blood, so it's dried a little bit.
I run up, I run
Doesn't
up
look
and
too
roll in
fresh.
it immediately.
Might have happened last night. Too bad nobody was on watch.
Wait a minute.
You said blood? There's blood here?
Yeah, some dried
Yeah.
blood.
My
Dried
guy
blood. How old
hears
is this
what
blood?
Chodius says and looks over the edge of the well and just lowers back down.
It's full committing to the goblin lifestyle. Probably not
Well.
even unaccustomed to it.
There's nothing here, so let's get moving. Time's wasted and we slept in late. Where have we not been in this godforsaken jungle?
past the first cave onto the second.
Where's the
Yeah.
second cave?
To the
We
east.
must go up north.
North and then east. Yeah, north and then
It's
east.
feeling very desolate and empty. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm starting to get a little concerned about how desolate everything is now that
It almost-
Gobo's dead.
I can't.
It almost feels like we're really being shoehorned into going one direction.
You can go any way you want, man. You can walk right into the forest if you want to.
I can't.
I'm moving you. I got you. I noticed you're falling behind, so I'm trying to get you back up here.
I just. I don't
There you go.
see the thing 'cause my character's dead. I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
So wait, you don't see what? You don't see the map?
I don't see you guys. I just see where you're hovering. Like I can see where your mouse is. I don't see the characters.
How about now?
It's like, no.
We're all the way up north.
Oh, let me bring your other token in again as well.
Yeah. It might just be because of the other token.
Yeah, I have to look into that. I don't know why it was easy to link your original token, but not this. Do you have access to both of those?
I had it. I can see now that I'm an elephant.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Sorry. Godspeed.
It might be because I'm.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, wait a second. What's over there yonder?
That's the that is the cave you've been to already, up north.
No, yonder to the right. Huh. I don't
Yes.
think we passed through here last time.
No, we did not. We went back.
I
went
want to
back to
stop and take
Gobo.
another perception check. I want to
Okay.
get down on all fours, put my face to the ground, take a big sniff, my ear to it, like a tracker.
Make a perception check. You guys see Chodius doing this?
I copy exactly what he's doing as the mimic. or
You
as
can
the-
make a perception check of your own, or he can roll again and take the higher number. It's up to you.
I think we're okay.
Yeah, 20 was good.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk here, you see the path. You see a slightly burned / singed path left from the treant that was lit ablaze by Grelin that ran this way. Straight east, it looks like. You see his path further, 120 feet ahead of you, lead up a small rocky hill, and then you lose sight of it past that. Unfortunate.
I know exactly where he is going. To the water. I've got a fight to finish with him. And then I'm going to keep on walking.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, we must get revenge. He nearly killed all of us, except for me, of course. But
let me
Killed
Down
all
to
you
the
guys.
south.
And
Hold
me
on.
as well.
Hold on
of
1 second.
course.
I'm going to
Oh,
do
yeah.
something a little different here, just for flavor purposes. Make it
My God, he's flavoring.
do
He's
this,
flavoring.
just so you can see a little farther. Boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, boop, ba-doop,
Well,
boop,
we know where the
boop,
tree ant
ba-doop,
went.
boop, boop, ba-doop,
I think we
boop,
should
boop,
investigate
boop,
what's
ba-doop,
down
boop,
south.
ba-doop, boop, 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 ba-doop, boop,
that's to the right.
boop, 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 boop. Oh, is it? Are you usually because you're dead? You can't see anything. What the flip?
Yeah. I can't see what's going on. I just.
And I
What
can't
the
move-
flip?
game
There you go.
pause.
There you go.
There
boss.
we go.
Sorry about that.
I can see now.
Sorry, man. There you go. You guys shall be able to see a little farther now.
Sounds good.
The scale of the forest is immense, so I'll make it easy.
What's this over
What's-
here?
Oh, what's this?
Investigation check.
Yeah. So the burning path leads straight east. Navigating north or south would be straying from the burned path left by the treant. The treant's path does climb up to this this hill, and Grelin, as you approach, you can hear the sound of running water grow much louder.
Oh,
Get
him in the water!
This
Yeah,
is
there's a,
clearly where we're supposed to go.
there's a small
the
as you
water.
walk. Yep, you walk up to the hill, the rock face. It's a 10-foot climb. But you hear running water. You can see mist from the waterfall nearby spraying out into the air.
Anything to de-stink this man.
It's just an athletics or acrobatics check to
excitement.
climb.
In excitement over the water, I give Gert a big hug.
Okay. You can try and
I will as the familiar, check, because my guy can float because he's a floaty boy.
Yeah, he's fine. He floats up there, no problem.
Okay, I'm gonna float up and just kind of look and see if there's any mobbies or bad guys on the top. Do you have to roll anything or just?
Oh no, it's clear. You see, actually, once you get up there, you can see into the river. It's about a 10-foot drop into the river. This giant river that spans far over to the other side. Over 30 feet of deep, fast running water. Lengthwise, and you're not sure how deep down it goes. Large rocks protrude out closer to the face of the waterfall, which is to your north now. You're through a fog and veil of water and waves. There's this small waterfall that you can see. Behind that, against the cliff face, is a giant waterfall that is falling from much, much higher up the cliff. To the south, the river goes down, and it looks like in the distance, maybe 600 feet away, falls over the other side of the cliff. You guys are on like a shelf on a mountain sort of right now. And just like zoom you out in perspective. The first thing you notice upon climbing this is that the corpse of the treant lays in the water. Bits of its bramble and roots. Yeah, it's unmoving. It's sort of just like sitting there in the water lazily. It appears to be a corpse. I paused the game because I noticed Chodius was very far away, and I wanted to give you an opportunity to try to do something if that's what your plan was.
I wanted to do another perception check about this trail to the south.
Okay, so you find a little clearing in the woods, a little less trekked than the left path that you guys have been going up and down. Definitely sees less action, but as the human sentient mind does look for patterns, you see sort of a pattern here. So make a perception check for me again.
Yes, I see a pattern here.
Okay. Yeah, definitely a lesser frequently traveled opening in the jungle. It seems like the eastern trail is a trail in itself, you gather, because it connects to the river. So it makes sense people would be traveling to the river. That seems like a purposeful place. You're not sure who would be traveling down this way. Are you looking for anything specific in this perception check?
Tracks, perhaps of a bird.
Bird tracks. No bird tracks. You see with your...
Okay. And then I leave and go to my friends.
Okay. No problem. I'll bring you up there. That's your
okay. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Don't touch anything. You're flying.
Oh my god.
You should be there now. If you move around, it should resync.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome. To the north.
I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break.
That's fine.
You can keep going.
Quick fiver. As you guys get to the water, Grelin, I'm assuming, is gonna want to wash himself.
Get in that fucking water, Grelin.
On second thought,
Get in that
starting to
fucking
kind of
water.
like the stink.
Get in that fucking water.
Nah, I think I'll stay.
Jodius, throw him in! Throw him in, Jodius!
Jodius is in the bathroom making his own stink right now, so.
Jodius is off to the
Good
side
luck
taking
with
a
that.
leak in some
Jodius.
trees.
Jodius stands there stoically, just out of his mind.
Yeah.
Like his soul has left his body.
An empty body. Yeah.
Like an avatar in
Yeah.
virtual reality whose host has left its corpse.
Yeah, just like.
Discord
Jodius, you
leaving.
gotta wake up! I shake him. I'm shaking Jodius.
Doesn't respond. He's a
I'll
statue.
consider going in that water to wash off my stink, but someone else has to go in first.
I kick
The
Jodius
treant.
into the water.
No. Not while he's not here.
The only time he's ever said no. The DM said no.
He has to be here. He has to be here for the. You can do it once he comes
We
back.
made him say no.
No.
I pull my sword out and I stab Jodius.
No.
I grab Grelin and I run as fast as I can to the water. And I just try to get his stinky, grimy ass
I stink.
in the water. I just try to topple him over so we fall in together.
Oh,
The
together.
appropriate
Okay.
Rolls can
Oh.
be no problem. All you have to do is do a little grapple checking. Unless there's a willing grapple from you, you're letting yourself be grappled. Grellin?
I'd like to try and like position myself in such a way so that I can like absorb his grapple attempt and spin it around, and so I can like take that inertia and redirect it so he just falls in the water.
You want to grapple his grapple.
Yes.
All right, so both make
grapple.
the counter grapple.
Of course.
First, you have to resist his grapple. So, Gert, you're going to make athletics against his acrobatics check.
Uh-oh.
So, 2 checks. Okay, a little low for both you guys, but still, okay, good. Now, Grellin, you're going to check him. So, it's going to be your athletics versus Gert's acrobatics.
Not very athletic or acrobatic.
Yeah, so you miss. You both are unable to grapple each other. So basically a slap fight.
That's
I
a
like,
natural
to,
20.
I like to envision us as both just standing there like, get in the water, get in the water.
No.
You smell like shit. You smell like
I
shit.
like the stink.
As you're standing here, you do realize
And
that
I'm going to
the dip into the river is about 10 feet here. So if you were to, it is 10 feet drop. That's pretty deep. Further down, it looks like it might be a little calmer, and not as crazy of a current. That's the word I was looking.
Yeah, the current will clean him.
Get in the
So-
water, get in, get
Sorry,
in.
I impulsed.
I don't even remember. Why are we at the river?
Because Grellin
stink.
smells like shit.
Well, apart from that, what about the paper that Racksmith wrote?
Forget the paper. Grellin's got human feces on him.
I realize that despite me not wanting to wash off my stink, I do notice the dead treant in the water, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden I dive in and go for that loot, baby. Let's go.
You swim to the treant. Look through the
I do
treant's
like a
corpse.
dive like this,
Okay.
somersault, and do a perfect dive into the water, and then like this up to
God,
the
The
Well,
dolphin swim.
well, before
Let's
you
see
get
the fucking rolls.
Yeah, before you get to the swimming part, let's have a look see at what's going on.
Let's see the
So-
dive first.
In reality,
Yeah.
he's
muscles in both of my arms
Let's-
doing that pose.
in
let's
reality
get,
he slips and breaks his fucking skull on the way down.
Do acrobatics.
Wait, let's see what I
Go-
roll.
Go for acrobatics. That seems to be your sweet suit as a rogue. You're a dexterous rogue. Perfect. There you go.
Wow.
No problem. You dive in. You narrowly avoid smashing your skull against the very shallow bottom. Luckily, you're so short. You sort of swan dive in. You curl your back and come up, and then you do exactly that, like a mermaid, up to the corpse of the treant, which is partially submerged because it's so large. It's not that deep here. Your feet don't really touch the bottom, but you're also a little short. But the current is pretty strong. But you make your way over to the treant. You're sort of on his corpse in the river. You don't have to roll for this because you're perched on his corpse. What would you like to
Yes.
do?
I want to loot him.
Okay, make an investigation check. What are you looking for?
Everything.
Okay. You don't find anything.
It's just wood. Wait, I'm
Just
talking like
wood.
Shodius. Wait. It's nothing but wood. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Just
Well, yeah,
wood.
it's a-
Washed
it's
off
a
my
tree,
stink for
so-
this? Am I
You-
distinct from my little swim?
You have become distinct. Yep, I would say because you do have to swim back as well.
What a shame.
So
My familiar is dancing and happy that he's distinct.
yeah, he looks
I
cleaner
just realized
already.
my arm
Just
is
flies
still
back.
glued to my stomach, so I'm
True.
actually kind of glad I didn't.
Oh yeah, all those checks should have been at disadvantage for you. Absolutely, we gotta remember going into that. Anything that
yeah.
requires you to do any activity, Gert, thanks for reminding me. It's gonna be a disadvantage, especially if it's like requires your hand. Grellin, make a athletics check as you swim back against the current for me. Actually, okay, yeah, you managed to get there. You get pushed back a little bit, but you managed to get back. The current pushes you back about 10 feet. You managed to get. You pop up right about. No problem.
Okay.
Well, what are we doing here?
I
We
didn't find
distinct
any.
him.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I've been
He's...
distinct. I didn't find anything on the big wooden tree. I say we go south.
Thank God he doesn't smell like
Why don't we
shit
go
anymore.
across?
Across? What's
Wait,
across?
that other thing said a lava pit. Shouldn't we climb that mountain?
Climb a mountain?
mountain?
What? You're just talking out of your ass.
Why don't we
Dwarf.
check out the south? Because the river seems to quiet up
Well,
there.
if we're gonna check
It'll
out the
be easy.
south, then why don't we go check out that trail back there? That also leads south.
I'm going to
Why don't we
ignore
split
Chodius
up?
and start walking.
Me and Gert will go down the shore. You two, I mean, one
Chodius
and a
has
half of
already
you,
run away.
Chodius,
He has already
you
left
go
us.
down the trail. Or we
He's
can
a-
all go down the trail.
I have
Or
to.
I'll go down there.
Oh yeah, you're
I
also
have to
coming
stay
with
on
us 'cause you're
Gert.
glued to Gert's head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys come to another 10-foot, a little bit 10, 12-foot drop here. You guys are experienced with these jungle ledges now. I don't think I need to tie anyone up unless we're doing front flips again. You come to a part where the river does get a lot calmer. It seems that the natural rocks here in the river formation calm the current just enough where people, animals have taken this up as a crossing point. You do see some old pottery lying around. You're not sure how long it's been sitting there. To the south, you see some debris, some what looks to be some fishing gear, some boards. You're not sure what they were used for. Across the river, to the straight east, you see more. You see more of the pottery lined up against some rocks outside of your token's vision. The river itself, sorry, is let me look at it real quick. About 120 feet. So in combat, full dash, that would take you two rounds to swim across. Just so you're thinking of the full range of the river. You can see across of it. Token ends a little short.
Gentlemen, would you like me to locate object and try to find that stupid bird?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say I
mean-
don't care about the stupid bird. But
Do
do
we
what you
care
want.
about that stupid bird, or should we just? Because I could do
Birds
locate
with
objects.
Gobbo.
It might, well, I mean, the bird. I feel like Echo could have had some answers for us.
He doesn't even talk. He just repeats whatever you say to him. He's a blithering fool.
No, he's a genius. He can only talk what we say, though. I relay the
How is that a
information
genius?
that he is just intelligent. He just can't
He is
talk.
intelligent. He just can't speak.
He can't speak, so he has to only give us what we say to him.
What if we provided him with a palette of words?
Exactly. Yeah. Or if you said, or if you ended any question with yes or no, and then he can say yes or no.
Or perhaps some sort of dick to just.
All right.
Right.
Let's find the bird.
You
I
guys want
want
to try
answers.
should we try to find the bird?
Yeah.
Can,
Chodius.
I could use my.
Chodius.
Chodius is wandering.
Would you like to check this out up here?
Yeah. This is probably that path that I was trying to have us go look at.
Yeah.
Seems to be.
This looks like it's probably that path that I was trying to have us look at. Let's go south.
This guy loves going south. All right, so fuck locating the bird.
He might be
We're
back
trying to
here.
locate the bird
I
right
heard
now.
some rustling in the bushes the other night when I was supposed to be taking watch.
Hmm.
This is
Something
nice.
smells.
This is nice.
It smells like loot. Nice shinies
Oh,
for
what
us.
is this?
Come to the end
what
of the
is
trail.
this?
Come to the end of the trail, and it's sort of just a cluster of rocks.
I'm
can
gonna do
hear
a
the-
perception check. I'm a dwarf. I know a lot about rocks.
Okay.
Guy is
What do you have in mind for your perception check? What are you thinking about when you're
Looking for, any maybe hidden things on the rocks, any
Yeah, okay,
maybe
okay.
signs on the rocks.
Okay. Let's see it.
Oh, look at these rocks.
Very natural rocks.
Mm.
The only wear and tear you see are signs from the jungle. Simply, smoothed over parts that may have been berated by wind and branch, ivy, moss grown over parts of it. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I don't think that the bird was here. I'm gonna come over here and do another perception check.
You don't
Look
have
for any broken twigs or anything hidden around. People moving through.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead. Make with using your same perception check that you used before, since you haven't gone very far away. It hasn't been you're looking at other areas necessarily. You know that you're close to the camp where you met the two guys earlier. You can kind of see through some of the cracks in the trees, the outskirts of the tent and the well and
That's a
bits of
familiar
civilization.
smell.
Where's
I remember that smell.
yeah, exactly right. You don't see anything that you didn't see before at the camp.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do locate object real quick, with or without their knowledge of knowing that I'm doing this.
That's fine.
Do locate object, and I'd like to.
They do know you're doing it, unless you're trying to hide it. But it's hard to hide casting it.
Whatever. More if they're just paying attention or not. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna think about Echo's cloak, little hood thing or whatever.
Okay, his clothing. You're gonna try and think about his clothing.
Yeah, think about
Clothing that you saw, and you're trying to find his clothing specifically. Okay, yeah, you're. I would say make a history check for me to see how well you remember it. But you're also using magic, so I'll keep that in mind. You're using a spell slot, so you're gonna get a success for it. Essentially, just how strong of a signal, how accurate. But yeah, you remember what he was wearing pretty well. The discussion you had with him and the back and forth. You have that sort of lingering in your head. You get the sense that his clothing is pretty far to the northeast.
Gentlemen, the bird is to the north and potentially east. I would call it northeast.
Oh.
The bird, he lives, or at least his clothing. I can't actually guarantee he lives, but the bird's clothing, at least, it is undoubtedly to the northeast.
Well, I say we go find that fucking bird.
Let's find that bird. But when are we gonna climb this mountain? We gotta get to the lava pit, remember?
Yeah, we'll go to the northeast. It's the only way to go anyway, so let's go.
Could climb the mountain.
What happened?
I was gonna say we should go to the cave, but okay, I'll follow.
We're going to the cave.
There's a
What
cave right
cave?
there.
Where?
Northeast.
Where's the other cave?
They said northeast. We go northeast.
You didn't see any
Where's the
caves.
cave?
You didn't
I
see any
didn't see
caves.
another cave.
Oh, what's this?
Sorry,
Not yet.
not yet.
Gentlemen, northeast? This is...
So
this
you,
is east.
as you get closer here, yeah, you do get the sense it's coming from across the river.
What if we
and
were
then-
to
and
cross
then
this
north?
river and then head a bit north?
I'm getting a sense we should cross this river.
You were told you remember you were told earlier about things that were important would be over the river.
I now remember that information.
And I go to the top of the 10-foot waterfall and I jump in.
Okay. Why? Are you gonna swim across?
Yeah.
All right, make an athletics check. All right, no problem.
I feel like you could have just
You get a sick burn in your muscles. That's quite a workout. Feels good. Get out and climb out on the other side.
Feeling real good and my veins are glistening.
Exactly.
Trying to
Swollen.
pump up for the next
Refreshing water.
ridge.
Huge. You guys get see some more of the used pottery and stuff. And now that you're all across the river, make a there's like a weaved basket and stuff.
Up here.
Make a perception
There's
check
a
for me.
man.
A perception?
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody make perception
Is
checks.
it going to take into account...
Normal or disadvantage?
Jody is screaming, there's a man! There's a man!
No, that's he does see the
see
man,
no
no
man.
problem. He sees the man. That's totally fine.
Well, no, maybe it's
Wow. That's so funny. What the fuck? Okay.
Whoa!
You guys.
I rolled a 20 and both my. Okay.
Yeah, you did
that
good.
was
You
a
did good.
critical
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, it
A
was.
critical
Roll.
hole.
Searching for the critical hole, he rolled a critical roll. Anyways.
Is that a man?
Chodius sees a man and yells at it, distracting you guys from everything but that. But yeah, you do see a man. Chodius, the man is looking very perturbed to the east, slightly north. He's holding a sword out, and just on the outskirts of your vision is another man fending off what looks to be a giant snake. That's all you see.
My God.
Gert, you notice that on this side of the river, there are, in every so often in the trees, is a one tree that stands out. It leaves shine a different color. It looks to be a different sort of texture. The wood looks to be a different hue of brown. And in every bunch of trees, you notice that there are these other trees that stand out amongst them. You notice that with your roll. Okay, I'll repause the game. Okay, yep, sorry.
Interesting.
I'll unpause.
So a man, you say? What, Chodius? What's up there? What do you
It's
see?
a man. He looks like he's fighting a creature. There's two men. What?
2 men.
It's to the northeast. I think there's a snake that ate the bird.
I'm gonna scramble up the hill. I wanna poke my head over. What?
Yeah, from there, you should be able to make out the man, but not much else.
Careful.
Then as you get
gentlemen. What if they're
closer-
not
There's a
friendly?
man.
Okay, everyone roll stealth checks for me.
Stealth check.
Raxmus, I'm gonna
I'm
bring.
gonna
Are you
choose
coming
not
up here with
to.
everybody?
I will follow them.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Ooh.
Nice, you guys are
Okay,
doing
Gert.
well.
I
You're not being stealthy,
Oh, I
Chodius.
see him. Okay.
I am not being stealthy.
Okay, you have something to
I
do.
will-
Otherwise, if you don't want to roll for stealth, what would you rather do? I'll keep it in
Run
mind.
up there screaming, "What are you guys doing?"
So I'll give you some free movement before we all shit gets into things. But let me see. You guys are right on the crux of the vision. So what you see as you kind of slowly climb up the cliff face here is 2 men. They seem to be well armed. They have very nice, well-fitted leather armor on. One man has a very shiny looking sword. He's the one closer to the river. The one other man is tied up literally with this giant snake. And it looks like the snake has just finished piercing his torso with both of its large fangs and has just pulled it out of his chest. And the man recoils in pain. Ah! And screams out. The other man closer to the river screams in recoil, "Sydney!" And then we are all going to essentially have a turn. Chodius, you can take a full turn of movement if you want and get in there 60 feet, as close as you want. Okay?
Yes, I'll do that.
You guys all roll for stealth, so you have a free action right now to do what you please. You got your ruler tool out. I think.
I will stealthily move towards this man with the questionable goatee.
Okay, yeah, he's looking very,
patch.
set on the scene in front of him right now. So you can get your full movement up there. I want to make sure you're moving not too far.
What
okay,
the
you're
fuck is
a little
that?
far. I would say scoot back like 20 feet for me. Yeah, no problem. Perfect. Okay, nice.
I cast invisibility.
Okay, no problem. You can move first if you want, or not at all. It's up to you.
Yes.
You can go 60 feet. If you guys
As I'm
a
running,
free
I-
60 feet movement turn here.
Invisibility.
Okay, with your one hand that you have free.
Yes.
And Raximus.
As I'm running, I go. I snap my fingers and I turn invisible.
Wonderful job.
Great work, Gert.
Thank you.
Since I'm on top of his head as a hat, that also gets invisible?
No. The hat is invisible. Your familiar is not, though.
Right, but my familiar's not, but he is. Okay.
Yeah, he
My
is. Yeah,
hat.
he is. Yeah, yeah.
Which
And the
is
hat
me,
is.
okay.
Yeah, the hat is glued to him with sovereign glue, so it is considered part of his attire. And when you go invisible, I think it says everything on your person.
All right, cool.
invisible.
Yeah, I don't care about my
So you're
Stupid familiar.
I'm assuming your dead token is your familiar right now.
Yes,
That's why we're just
what it is, the way
RPing.
it's working.
Yeah.
My dead token is my familiar, and
Correct.
I am the hat is.
You're not
stuck
really
on
sure
the-
what you are still, to be honest.
Yes.
I'll be in lore here in RP. But we're all gonna. If you'd like to do something other than move, you can. That's what we're waiting for Xmas. If you have something you'd like to do real quick, then we're all gonna roll initiative.
No, I'm going to just sit here. I rolled a stealth check and it did terribly, so I guess I'm now just out in the open.
Yes, you didn't have much stealth to go by. Okay.
Okay.
Let's all roll initiative then. Should be able to do it. Ooh. Oh, yeah, because you're dead. Okay, there it is.
I was just looking for it.
That's fine. Boom. Okay. So once again, I'll describe the scene to you here. There's a giant, colorful-looking snake, which has currently constricted this man in front of you and has just finished piercing his flesh with its fangs. Sydney. Yeah, you heard this gentleman shout out his name, Sydney.
Does Sydney ring a bell? What Gobo told us?
Yeah, it does actually. He's one of the expert. He's one of the expert fighters that he said you were going to meet up with.
So I'm expert.
Yeah, and as you hear his partner shout, he's going to run forward. You get right to there. Get a little closer. Not too close, though. And on his turn, sorry. Okay, he's going to use a bonus action to the sword he has in his hand. He's going to look at it, and he's going to run up. And he's going to look at the sword. He's going to speak, mutter something. You can't hear it, but he's going to look at the sword and speak something. And a flame erupts around the blade of the sword. And now he's holding this metal sword wreathed in this flame that's licking all around the metal of the blade. And he prepares himself for his attack. Then it's going to be the giant snake's turn. Pretty straight up here, he's going to do a bite action. Okay, that definitely... Not the right person, sorry. Yes, let's all see. Good. Yes. That meets his armor class. So he sinks his giant teeth, these giant two fangs, back into the chest of this expert hunter, Sydney. Ah! Dealing 8 damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, pretty bad. But then something else happened as well. Okay. Okay, we got that. Sorry, I have to do something real quick. Of course, the NPC and the monster go first, right? My luck. Hang on, let me just play D&D by myself real quick. Okay, fitting. Okay, so as the fangs pierce the flesh of this guy for a second time, you see the body sort of jerk violently in a way that it definitely shouldn't have. And the Sydney, his head reels back, and he begins screaming uncontrollably, louder than he was yelling before. You're not sure if it's because he's being constricted by the snake or by some other nefarious means. Woo!
All right.
All right, Chodius, we're up to you, man.
I'm gonna draw my axe,
Okay.
enrage myself, and I'm already really swole from swimming across that river. I'm gonna
That's
run
true.
up here, and I'm gonna say, Sydney, I'll put you out of your misery, and I'm gonna drive my axe into him.
Oh my god.
Wait, you're attacking Sydney?
I don't know why he's so
He's
big.
dying. He's been
might have
pierced by two
information.
massive fangs.
You might
Maybe-
have information.
Maybe
what the fuck?
Make it an
maybe tell
attack
that
roll.
to his friend. You know,
Make it
maybe
a-
like say.
Make an attack roll. He said his words when he ran up. That's what he wanted to say.
Jackie, what the fuck?
Where? Oh yeah, inventory.
Jackie, why?
Battle axe. No.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Interesting.
Jackie, what the fuck?
Okay, you do 8 damage to Sydney. Very good.
He's already
Are you raging? Are you raging?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so you
am
do 10 damage.
raging.
You do 10 damage. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
So just as the snake like releases and he starts screaming, you run up and you bring your battle axe and you slam it into his chest and it goes and heaves in there, no problem. You can see blood instantly squirt, hit you a little bit, and then pull around the wound. You hit the body, but his body doesn't react like a body getting hit by an axe normally. It's almost like he couldn't react, like his body was stunned, and his scream doesn't change in pitch. It's still at the literal. Now that you're close, it's much louder. It seems like he's screaming at the literal top of his lungs.
Oh.
He's petrified.
Whatever's
Well, he
left
was
of him.
supposed to die.
You
My
just hurt
turn's
him
over.
even more. He's in more misery.
Okay, we're up to
Jackie.
we're on Sydney's turn. Phenomenal. Pull this up real quick. See how long it lasts. Okay, yeah. On his turn, he is going to continue. Yeah, continue to scream, and he is still incapacitated. Okay, Raximus, you're up.
I'm very confused by what's going on here. I'm going to move up a little bit.
Okay.
My familiar will.
No
To
problem.
about here. This looks like enough distance.
30 feet you have.
Yeah, that's about right. Gosh darn it. Can I? Can I heal the guy that's in pain?
Yeah, what spell? Sydney?
Actually, I don't know if I can.
Upon seeing you do this, by the way, Chodius, you the guy to your left who was bracing for combat turns to you and is almost yells at you with a confused vigor, not sure to react and attack you now that you've hit his friend, or if you did this by mistake, you caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to that guy, and I'm gonna say, "No, we're here to help. I swear." And then,
Okay,
I'm gonna heal him. I'm gonna try to heal.
You can heal, no problem. Make a
Sydney.
persuasion check for me against the other guy.
Okay, persuasion.
Mhm.
Normal. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay. He hears you.
Okay.
Not sure if he believes you or not, but he definitely heard.
All right, that's fine. And then I'm going to do healing light. I think
Okay.
that's. Do I have to touch or no?
It should say in the spell. I can take a look.
No, 60 feet. We're good.
Okay, perfect. You
So
can just
I'm
click
gonna
it.
first.
Go ahead.
Well, that's a bonus action. Okay, I'll do
That's fine.
healing light. I'll do one of them, and I'll heal Sydney.
Mhm. Yeah, he's looking rough.
I
Screaming
can't.
and got a giant. Oh, Giga. Is it because you're dead? How about now? Are you trying to do
That's
cure
me.
wounds?
No, I'm trying to healing light. Should I use them all?
I just hit you with a long rest, so see if it works now.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I unchecked the other thing.
Yeah,
I'll just
nice.
manually do it. And then damage.
Yep.
There. And 3 of 4. Did that work?
Mm-hmm.
I heal him for 6.
6
And that's
points.
my bonus action. If I'm correct. It says it's a
Yeah,
bonus
you
action.
well, you could. So you could. I think you could do more than that. Sorry, I was just reading it. So it says you can do 2d6 at once, right?
Yeah,
now.
I only want to do 1.
Oh, you only want to do 1. Okay,
So
no
just-
problem. No problem. Yeah. So yeah,
just that
6.
6.
That's fine.
Okay, and then I'm going to shoot an Eldritch Blast as my main action towards the snake.
Go for it. From your
Okay.
familiar, which is your token.
From
right
my
now.
familiar.
Oops, sorry.
My familiar
Yeah, make an
is a
attack
little
roll.
guy, a little tiny version of myself, but he's a cloud, and he rolls an 11.
Okay, it glances off of the flesh of the snake, but it doesn't seem to affect him. It just tenses up in recoil. Doesn't seem to do hit with enough purchase though to do damage.
And I yell, and for my final little bit, I'm going to yell at the dwarf and say, "Attack the snake, you idiot!" And then turn over.
Who are you yelling that at?
The dwarf.
The dwarf.
At
Okay.
Chodius.
Chodius, got it. All right, excellent. Next up, we're at Braden Gert. You're
Well,
up.
I yell it in that direction, like everyone attack the snake. But yes,
No problem.
I think he understands it's north.
Hopefully, Chodius got the message. Were you raging, Chodius?
I'm very raging.
He's raging. Okay.
How far can you dash if you don't
60.
do anything?
If you don't do
60
anything
feet.
else, 60.
Yeah, you are invisible right now.
That's my turn.
Yeah.
I run across to the opposite side of the clearing so that if this goes south, I can claim I'm not even a part of the party. I just
How's that?
wandered into this.
Who made that?
How do I get rid of this? Sorry.
Okay.
Is it delete? There you go.
There
I
you
got
go.
it. I was just using it to measure. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. That's fine. Moving up to the cover, looking to your right, Gert, you do notice some smaller snakes that are like embedded in the vines that don't seem to be really moving at all. They just seem to be holding in place. They are sort of looking forward at the scene in front of you. Much smaller, normal snakes.
Interesting. Curious.
They're holding.
All right.
Maximus, the
Yep. Grellin, thank you. You're up. Unless that's it for you, Braden? Anything else?
No, that's it. That's
Okay,
it.
no problem.
That's it.
Excellent. All right.
I'd like to dash. Wait, how do I?
Dashing is your, I think,
It's both your actions. Like you have.
Yeah.
You use
I click the
everything.
ruler. How do I unselect the ruler?
at the top, there's the little select tokens option. It's like a little box.
Just the 2 top ones.
Yeah.
I would like to dash all the way up to behind the snake.
Go ahead. You do so.
Whoa.
You get
I'm
the sense
still
from
stealthed.
you get the sense from this angle. You're not pulling any extra aggro with your stealth roll. You're not hidden because you're in plain sight, but you're not pulling any aggro. Especially from where you're at, you get the sense that you are in a good flanking position right.
Yes.
I don't think you have the ability to use that as a bonus action yet, right? I don't think. Not yet. Not yet. Soon you can do that as a
Use an
bonus
item?
action. You have a bonus action. If you have something that does a bonus action, you can do something. What item were you
It's
thinking about?
probably a main action, so
Possibly. Unless
I'll
it's
save it.
the soap. Okay. Not the soap. All right, great. Grellin, that's your turn. We're back to Expert Hunter 2, who is not Sydney. You don't know his name yet. But seeing your strike Chodius and seeing his friend sort of paralyzed in this screaming position is going to step to the snake to get a better attacking angle on it. Is going to bring up his flaming tongued short sword and drive it into the flesh
You just
of the
gonna
snake.
let your friend sit there and suffer?
I'm doing what I can. Ah! All right. So it does 3 damage. And, nice, an extra 2d6. So we do 11 damage. As he plunges this short sword into the flesh of the snake, you can hear a sizzling and burning as the flames react with the flesh and the blood. Woo! All right. That was his action. For his bonus action, he is going to give Bardic Inspiration to Raximus.
Bard.
Oh, big fan.
You get a d6. You get 1d6. Sorry, I didn't know that would roll. You get 1d6, a Bardic Inspiration, as he stabs it, and he looks back to your familiar's form, Raximus, and he says, "I'm not sure what you're doing here, but you spoke positively. Help us." Then you feel inspired.
As
by that.
Chodius tries to kill his friend.
My turn?
Great, excellent. Yes, you are. It is. Oh, actually, no. It's the snake's turn now. The snake's going to take another bite against Sydney, as he loves to be a snake, do snake things. Perfect. Rolled a 14. That meets it. Do some damage. Little bit of damage there. Another plunge into the partially the arm this time, sort of penetrates through the entire forearm, and another one goes into his side, into his ribs, as he almost hunches over, and the scream sort of gets louder but hoarser and more coarse as he sprays a little bit of blood out of his mouth. Seems to be still conscious though. And then it's Chodius' turn.
So I'm not supposed to put him out of his misery? He's gonna die. That's to everybody.
Are you make so when you're raging, it's hard for you to communicate, I think. Is part of the flavor. Yeah. Your point.
And then I'm gonna I wanna
He gets you. He points at the snake. Kill it! Kill it now! The beast!
the beast. And then I'm going to activate my frenzied attack as my bonus action.
Okay. Frenzy up.
Yeah, getting real frenzied up in here. And then I will make my attack on the beast.
The beast. Strike the beast. With your battle axe. Must I click the attack button? Oh! Big. Roll for damage. 10 damage because of the rage.
No.
You can reroll. I forgot. Yeah,
I can reroll with my feet.
You rolled a 4. That's right. Yeah, so you could get higher. You could get a little higher. Yeah, there you go. You got 8 instead. So 11 damage. Very good.
I did not think it possible.
How do you strike the snake?
Vile beast.
11.
How do you cleave into the
I
creature?
try and get it to where it's holding on to the man that's wrapped up in it. I go for the part that's wrapped around him.
Okay. You do so. You sort of scrape away a whole layer of flesh and scales as blood starts to pool from the wound. You see the snake loosen its grip on Sydney. It didn't seem like he was holding him very tight to begin with after the initial piercing of the flesh. His body is still sort of like locked in this weird contortion, and he's still screaming. At this point, the scream has actually gotten quieter. You're not sure if it's because he's running out of voice or he's getting closer to death.
I'm running out of life.
Yeah. But very good with that. It is Sydney's turn, who is still completely incapacitated by this and will do nothing. And it is now Raximus' turn. A giant snake is trying to eat this guy. that you've never seen before.
Yes.
A guy with a flaming sword just plunged it into the flesh, the hide of it. Proteus just scraped away some of its body, and you see in the distance Grelin sneak behind it, preparing a strike. Gert, you're on deck, and Grelin, you're going to be after Gert.
I'll move up slightly.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast again.
Take aim in your
Because of
spectral
my-
form.
Yes. He's going to do like a little dance and like turn into different objects. He's going to turn specifically into a crossbow this time.
Nice, I
and
like
then
that.
the Eldritch Blast is going to come out of it as the bolt. And
I like it.
roll a 15.
That roll for damage.
All right. The bolt comes out.
Nice, 8 damage. As it hits the skin of the snake, you see it meet with a bigger explosion than before, and bits of its skin look like it's been charred and bruised. As it sort of that's my snake impression.
I liked it.
With that, we're up to Braden. Unless there's anything else, bonus action. Maximus.
My bonus action will be me turning back into an elephant and playing a little smoke flute
Okay, you do
in
so.
celebration.
You're getting very good at this.
Oh.
Very rhythm. Your rhythm is really getting locked in all the times you've done this.
All right. And that's it.
Okay,
Now
well
I'm
done.
happy.
Gert, you're up. Grelin, on deck.
I'm invisible, you say?
Still, indeed.
Curious. A curious thing, invisibility.
Yes, no one has seen you,
Uh,
as far as you know.
I would appear these snakes are guarding something. Just curious. These snakes appear to be guarding something. It would almost be rude of me not to just see what they're possibly
Even want to
guarding.
deal with the fucking snakes.
Curious.
Okay, with that, just thinking. Let me think. Okay, I got a lot of things. I stay invisible.
Okay, no problem.
I'd like to
I think
move.
it breaks if you end up doing something
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
requires like an act.
Therefore, I'm going to move over here.
Okay, make a stealth check as you pass by the snake,
Fuck.
but with advantage
I hope it bites you.
because you're invisible. You rolled a 1 on the other dice, so that's funny. You notice that this tinier snake turns and is looking at you and sort of does like
Looking at me.
sort of raises its head a little bit, and the other one sort of looks at you as well, or it looks in your direction. Sorry, you're invisible, but it looks at your path that you took around it. In your direction, not quite focused on where you're standing exactly, but it's sort of doing like a little snake bob. Like you've ever seen the video of a snake picks its head up and like
Okay.
kind of like moving its head back and forth.
Okay.
But you stepped on. You weren't sure if you stepped on its tail or some roots, so it made a noise and reacted. Anything else? That was just your movement. There's a lot more trouble you can get into this turn.
Yeah. Nah.
Okay,
That's all. That's all I want to do.
Grelin, you're up. You're in position to strike.
Yes, I realized that I could strike the snake, but instead I'd like to look at the girth of the snake.
Okay,
How thick is the snake?
pretty thick. A little thicker than your body. It's a big snake. It's a pretty girthy boy.
It's that big. So you're saying these shackles that I have
Yes.
restrain the snake's head to its tail or butt or whatever.
You think
Restricting the snake's movement.
You think you could get the chains wrapped around it if you like interlocked them one to the other?
Yeah.
I'll say. You could try to do that. You're not sure what the effect the chains are going to have, as you haven't really studied them. But
Right.
you're more than welcome to try and link them
Really
together
a
against
thinking
it.
Man, I'm more of a doing kind of goblin guy.
Very
so
true.
Goblin of action.
I'm a goblin of action. Let me tie up this snake.
Okay, no problem. Let me pull up the check for these bad boys. Guys, here are the
Suddenly, the
guys.
snake grows in power. I want to turn this snake into a goddamn knot, into a pretzel. You know?
Mm-hmm. You're trying to wrap it around as much as you can.
Yeah, I want to tie it up and then like seal it with a bow. You know?
So, it's difficult to get. You get the sense it's going to be difficult to get these onto the moving creature, but it is preoccupied with 3 other targets right now. So it's
Yes.
going to be a grapple contest. We'll say
Okay.
we're doing a lot of grappling here. I love it. So you can make athletics, strength check, and I'm going to do acrobatics for the snake. Okay.
Fuck.
You fail. I'm sorry. You have that reroll, that inspirational reroll die that I granted 1 to everyone at the beginning of the episode. That's up to you though. Just like I'll stop reminding you guys about
I will re-roll.
it.
I like to live dangerously.
Certainly.
Fuck.
So close. You're right there. You're right there. Oof. Okay. You try. You don't lose the shackles or anything.
Snaked again.
But yeah, the snake is like you get the sense that you try to wrap it around one part and the muscles get tense and it like flexes and you just can't reach and you recoil and you go back in
That's
for
a
another
thick
try.
Snake.
Yeah, it's pretty thick.
That's a thick snake.
That was your action.
Okay.
Bonus action?
I tried.
You did. Tried.
All right, I'd like to stab the snake.
Okay. I don't know. I think I forget as the rogue you get the unarmed strike. You can do an unarmed strike. I think. Hold on. I don't think you do have an offhand strike. If you don't attack for your main action, I don't think you get to attack for your bonus action. It's been a while
Okay,
since
maybe I'll just decide the snake is too thick and that'll be it for my turn.
Yeah, usually actions. Main action is going to be attack for the most part. We're doing one main thing essentially, which is usually attacking for the most part. For example, we're at the expert hunter's turn now. He's going to attack as well. He just finished watching Chodius cleave a large portion of the chunk off, seeing Grelin struggle with the chains, trying to subdue the snake. He's going to attack again with his short sword in a sweeping motion this time instead of a stab, and it finds purchase as it hits the skin of the constrictor snake. Okay, leaves a slash as well as a burn mark. Nice. Okay.
Whoa.
Damage done. His turn is over. The giant snake's turn. Giant snake.
Bad snake.
Having just been struck twice by these two gentlemen. These two, one beefy looking dwarf and a well-dressed hunter. He'll try and finish off his prey and make another strike on Sydney. No problem. Damn, been hitting him right in the money with these strikes.
Jeez.
This strike pierces the left side of Sydney's chest and very near to his throat. And as it does, his screaming cuts short and his body crumples to the ground, relaxed finally, but unmoving. Sydney! The other guy yells, seeing this happen.
Told you it was inevitable.
You didn't do shit!
I don't know, maybe if that 8 damage went towards the snake, not Sydney, maybe it would have been less inevitable.
And then we're at Chodi's turn.
Now it's me and you, Snake. And I'm gonna draw my axe again.
Put it away.
Say, I
Last
hate
turn.
snakes.
Well, draw it back over my head.
Ah, I see. Oh, well. We have the critical roll.
Natural 20.
Been done. Natural 20. You've crit on an attack roll, which means you do double damage. When you hit damage. Oh, yeah, you didn't know that? That's big. Yeah, you got the crit damage now. So you're going to hit a damage. You're going to hit critical hit. And it's going to roll double your dice, I'm pretty sure. Is the
Is that a
mechanic.
critical roll? I mean, hole?
A critical roll on the search
He's
for
about
the
to make a
critical
critical
roll.
hole.
There we go. That was it. That's the name of the show.
What did it roll?
You did 18 slashing damage plus 2, I think, for your
Oh, I did a
rage.
6 and an 8.
Yeah, you rolled
Plenty
6 and
damage.
an
Oh,
8.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how your ability
Snake is fucking dead.
You definitely left a huge mark into this flesh. You've cleaved a piece away, big chunk of flesh. You see little bits of white exposed through the pooling blood. You're not sure if it's bone or cartilage.
Whoa.
Nice. I think that was your action too, right?
Hmm?
That was your action and your frenzied, right?
Yeah, I got a bonus attack.
Yeah,
I'm gonna attack again.
go for it. Nice. Okay. 19 meets.
He's a Murloc from WoW.
I'm gonna attack.
Roll for damage.
I'm gonna do my damage.
Yeah. Nice.
What did I roll? A 6? I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus roll on that one just to see what I get.
You mean your ability? Yeah. Huge.
That's what I'm
Huge.
talking about.
So you do 14
more.
plus 18 plus 20. So it's 18 plus 2 because of rage. It was 20. So it's plus 14. They've done 34 damage, I'm pretty sure, which is crazy. Good job. In one turn.
Finally, he's acting like a barbarian.
You killed my friend, Snake. And then I'm gonna end my turn.
You mean the
Yeah.
guy that you stabbed in the chest without assessing the situation or asking any questions?
I assessed the situation. He was gonna die.
Imagine if you did all this to the snake before that guy.
He might even be alive.
The snake is starting to look very rough. The two attacks have left it definitely in a recoiling, looking bob and weave now. Not as rhythmic as it was to start out with. But his focus has definitely changed from the dead, crumpled corpse onto you two now as well. It would be Sydney's turn right now, but he's dead. It was Raximus's turn.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do is rather than being a crossbow this time, I'm going to turn into a Cupid-like creature. Wait, what? Oh, hold on. There we go. I'm going to turn into a Cupid-like creature, still an elephant, little wings, and a bow. And I'm going to draw back the bow and shoot the Eldritch Blast, of course.
Eldritch Blast.
Doo! And the arrow is obviously the Eldritch Blast.
It
towards the
misses.
snake.
Goes far. Goes long. Unfortunately. Seems that when Just as you were taking aim, Deki landed, or Chodes landed his second strike, and then the recoil from the strike, your blast just misses.
Has anyone else low on? No one else is low on life, right? It's just that guy that died, right?
No one else looks rough.
I'd
You,
say
yeah,
he's
just that
pretty
guy's
low on
crumpled.
life.
Yeah, that guy's pretty low on life. Crumpled on the ground, unmoving.
All right.
Blood
With
is
my bonus action,
pooling.
can I run like a perception check to see if there's any movement behind by all the snakes?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
Looking
cool.
looking
You
for
see invisible
see some
in the corner.
see some rustling in the bushes as like a weird blurry shape sort of like moves across your field of vision. You're not even sure what you saw, but you do see in the brush a little head snake, the head of a snake pop out, and you just see another one sort of, now that you've seen that one, and you see another one off to the right moving around a little bit. Again, they're not really, it doesn't look like they're taking any action. They're just sort of holding. It doesn't seem like they're moving at all. They're just holding in place. Smaller
right.
snakes. Sorry. If you don't see anything else,
With my final little action, can I just relay all this information to the other three?
yes, for your free, I guess we'll say the free action you have
Thank
in
you.
theory, no problem. You also notice that some of the trees are looking different. There are groups of trees that are, some are a different hue, a little bit more of a turquoise blue rather than the jungly green that surrounds you. Their leaves are a little bit thicker and the wood's a little bit more rich looking. Okay, you've rolled that perception check though, and you're there, and you can see the trees around you. Sort of, there's some over here, some behind you. Brayden, you're up. Grellin on deck.
I would like to.
Eat the tree.
I would like to go investigate these trees.
You do see one, yeah. Where you just were pointing, there was a smaller one, sort of peeking out right to the trees there. Yeah, you can walk up to it if you'd like.
Cool. Yeah, I would like.
Okay.
Walk right up to that tree.
Go over it. Does invisibility leave if you do an action?
Is this an action?
Not that, but if you were to investigate, technically. Let me think.
Okay.
Look.
I am gonna investigate.
No, until the spell ends. No, you have 1 hour. Oh, until that target attacks or casts a spell. Yeah, you're good.
Cool. Let me check this tree out.
Yeah, you can use your action. Make you can do a nature check if you'd like, or if you feel like something else would be better. But I think nature was very suiting in this case.
Yeah, let's. I'm fine with nature. Let's do
Go for it.
nature.
You were trying to interpret the. Oh, wow.
A critical hole in the tree.
Looking at the leaves, they're thicker. They're almost like squishy, like little sponges, and they seem to have sort of like almost like a fruit. You crack one in half, and it's almost like a crisp, and then it sort of leaks like a little bit of a liquid. Smells sort of nice, like a mix between mint and strawberries, but way more subtle. And it's squishy. It's sort of shining blue in the reflection of the light. Let me think here. What else? You want to eat it? You want to have a little bite?
I want to eat the leaf.
Okay.
Or whatever that is.
Yeah, it smells good. You take a bite. It tastes like peppermint. Your tongue. Roll a d20 for me.
Oh, I love when I get to roll a d20 after eating something.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
You throw up and a tree ant comes out of the vomit.
You feel inspired.
Cool.
You eat this. You gain another inspiration die.
Awesome.
Now you have 2, I
Eat
think.
another one.
For your bonus action?
Yes.
Wait, hang on. Action to investigate, bonus action to eat. That's all you get this turn.
Okay.
Okay. But you do have 1 reroll you can reroll from.
2 now, right? Because
You have 2 now. Yeah, don't forget. Because I'm gonna forget. So you remember that.
Okay.
Okay.
2 rerolls.
2 rerolls. Okay. Grellin, you're up.
Yes.
Last turn you tried to shackle the snake unsuccessfully.
Yes.
Looking a little
Having
weaker now.
seen the barbarian doing what he does, I say to myself, I feel like he's got this one. And then I go and start rummaging through this dead man's pockets.
Right there, right where you're together. Okay.
Yes.
Make an investigation check for your action as you search this man's corpse. Aside from the blood and like the contortion that it left, like sort of a weird. Some of the muscles don't move as well, so you're trying to rifle and you're moving him. Some you push him, he's a little stiff in places. Other places, he sort of just like crumples over. Just basic gear. He had a short sword on him. It doesn't seem like it has any special features at first glance. He's got basic hide armor matching your own, but just a little bit more well fitted. Nothing else catches your eye, unfortunately.
Can I use a bonus action to look a little bit more closely?
Absolutely. You certainly can.
Maybe not be so stupid, hopefully, this time.
We want to like, okay, that's fine. Go for it.
Hey, remember you have that inspiration.
Because you use it, you've used your whole turn for this. You thoroughly have checked the corpse. There's nothing of interest on this guy.
I look closer and still see the same shit.
There's nothing on it.
Okay,
His
I
corpse.
believe you.
Yep.
It's like going back to the fridge when you don't find anything you want in there. You're like,
Yeah.
maybe this time.
Yeah, it's like you're hungry, go to open it, you just stand there in front of the open fridge.
Yep.
Nothing happening.
Maybe this time it'll be better.
Okay, Grell, after that, we're up to the expert hunter's turn here. He sees the... You start rifling through his friend's pocket. He looks at you. What? That's Gobo's voice. Sorry. Oh, wait. I can't do now. What are you? Why are you looking through his stuff? He looks at you, growling, and he says, "Why are you looking through my friend's stuff?"
He doesn't need it anymore. He's dead.
We could still help
Mainly
him.
because my friends tried to put him out of his misery. But
Who are you people? Why are you here?
Do you want to answer that?
Why are you hurting us? He tried to attack my friend,
We're looking.
and now you're searching
for
through
a
his
bird.
pockets. And we're fighting this giant snake right now. Why are you doing this right now?
I like nice things.
Okay, well, he wastes
Your
his
friend here won't need them anymore.
turn, shouting at you. The giant snake's turn now.
Sorry, guys.
It makes a bite attack.
Someone's gonna get bit by a giant snake.
It makes a bite attack against the expert hunter as he is partially distracted by your rummaging through his friend's stuff.
Oh my god.
Thankfully, he reacts in time to dodge the strike from the snake. With that, the snake is going to... He's not going to do anything. He's going to focus his attention again on the expert hunter, the one that looks like the one he just finished attacking. But it's Chodius' turn now.
You want our help and then you don't even attack it, huh? I'll finish it myself. I'm gonna hit the snake again. Or try to.
You struck my friend when you got here. What was I supposed to do? You hit him with your axe intentionally. It seemed like at the time. Okay, you miss. Does not make purchase. Seemingly, this guy's yelling at you and distracting you.
I'm gonna attack
Who are
again
you?
with my bonus attack.
Who sent you? Where did you come from? We're in the middle of the woods. You miss again.
Ah, look what you did!
Look what you did! And he points into the city near the ground. Look what you did! Look at his corpse. Look at
Even
it.
if I didn't attack him, he'd be dead now. You guys didn't kill it.
As he's pointing at him, I imagine Grellin is still sort of like looking through his pockets and shit, like rummaging through.
Staring at the same
Yeah, looks
shit,
back,
not
yeah.
finding anything.
Flipping his hands over and again. Okay. Sydney's dead. Raximus, you're up.
I'm going to take my turn like I normally do. And I'm going to this time let some bugs out of my what would be my clothes, like stuck in there. And I'm going to
bugs.
I'm going to use infestation
Oh, okay.
Towards the snake.
Okay. The target
I
must
want to
succeed.
like open up my sleeves and have them come out.
Okay. Saving throw, DC 13. Wait, if I do this and that work? Shit.
So
He
that means it
failed.
works on him.
It works. So he takes 1d6 poison damage.
Right, so I did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it do damage?
That's what I'm checking right now. Sorry.
Yep.
Because it's poison. I'm just making sure.
I want to test if he
I didn't
if
miss.
he has resistance to it. Yeah.
Didn't miss something important about that. I feel like that's an important thing to take note of. Doesn't say it on his sheet here, but
Yep. That's all I was wondering.
I guess the snake isn't immune to poison. Ironically enough, he is not immune to poison. He does 3 damage, but the real
roll 1d4,
yep,
right?
exactly. Yeah, he's gonna move 5 feet to the south. So for him, that's pretty much like here.
Okay.
So in being attacked by the swarm of insects, how does it look again?
I want it to be like I'm looking in my like almost what my clothes would be and have them shoot out from my clothes.
Okay.
And they'll just be like a swarm of not quite sure what insects, but some sort of like bee flea combo.
A combination of all of those insects fly out of the phantasmal form of Raximus's cartoonish and blooge floaty guy thing.
Yes.
And they, from little blips of gloop, they turn into these very real looking horrible versions of these insects. As they hit the snake, they explode / pierce against his flesh, leaving little burning holes. And and in this he sort of flails and recoils and rolls over, and that's where he ends up closer to you now, Raximus. And then it's going to be Gert, your turn again.
No,
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna move this way. My guy's gonna move a little bit.
That's fine.
I think that's fine. And then I'm ending my turn.
You're good. No problem. And then and then we're on Braden, and then we're on Growlin. You're on deck.
Okay.
You just ate one of the leaves. You wanted to eat another one.
Hold up.
Full sprint down. Okay, no problem. Was that 60 feet?
Yep.
That was your turn.
Yep.
Did you take any of the leaves with you?
No. I ran to this new bush right here.
Okay. Very similar looking. Very similar.
Yep.
Looking.
I run down here. Oh, there's only 55.
Nice.
He gets one more.
There you go. One more for your whole
I'll
action.
actually continue my turn here.
There you go.
Right under the tree.
So you have your bonus action if you'd like to go ahead.
Bonus action.
Eat a leaf.
Grab some leaves.
Love it.
I want leaves.
Roll 1d6. That's how many leaves you get. Intact leaves, we'll say. Oh wow, there you go. 6 leaves. 6 intact.
Put them in my inventory.
Glowing blue leaves.
Putting 6 glowing blue leaves in my inventory.
All right, Grellin, you're up. Snake just got hit with this swarm of eldritch insects, and then recoil rolled its way away from you. So a small repositioning would have to be done. There you go.
Do a small repositioning.
You've done so.
At which case, I will try to grapple the snake again with my shackles.
Go ahead. Make a.
He's weak.
Athletic.
God damn it. The snake is
But he
covered
is
in
a snake.
slime. He's slippery.
And blood. Yeah, blood and sort of its scales are falling off as you grab it. You get a chunk full of like shedded skin, it feels like, but more wet. Gross. Using the shackles for a second time, however, you do notice that some of the runes as you sort of try and put them together, flash with like an arcane energy as they connect. They don't really stay lit as you don't find purchase in your hold, but you do notice that as you're using them. That would be an action, unfortunately. You have your anything else you'd like to do or say? Or
Can I look more closely at the shackles?
Make an Arcana check for me. Oh my god. It comes to you in an epiphany.
Yeah.
Like you've known about these things your whole life. You've read about them in a book that one time and that in the passing by from, or was it that guy?
Oh, cool. Right.
I'm leading them. Sorry, I'm getting them. Give me a second. Give me my items now.
No. I was just saying like, oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm just happy I rolled well.
Yes, you critted. You hit the 20, dog. Yes, very good.
Yeah, critical hole. I mean roll.
Critical roll from critical hole, baby. Seem to have lost my course here for them. I tried to use this new import tool. It worked well.
For a time.
For a time. Then it stopped working. Seemingly never worked. What is work? Okay, you have what's called dimensional shackles. Well, I might not have the item here. I can link it to you. And I can add the description of the shackles to your current in-game shackle item, so you can read it. Although it won't have a nice picture there. I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
There you go. They're called dimensional shackles.
Can I read it out loud?
Sure. Absolutely.
You can use an action to place these shackles on an incapacitated creature. The shackles adjust to fit a creature of small to large size. Oh, so I could have done the snake thing. In addition to serving as a mundane manacles, the shackles prevent a creature bound by them from using any method of extra-dimensional movement, including teleportation or travel to a different plane of existence. They don't prevent the creature from passing through an interdimensional portal. You and any creature you designate when you use the shackles can use an action to remove them. Once every 30 days, the bound creature can make a DC 30 strength athletics check. On success, the creature breaks free and destroys the shackles. I want to put the shackles on Gert.
You look around, he's nowhere to be seen.
Okay.
Nice one, dude. Good one.
Okay, but yeah.
Out of actions.
Yeah, you. It comes to you in a fleeting memory. Someone told you about these. The way the runes illuminated when you tried to use them, the way they're carved in the connections of the chains. I can't believe you didn't think of this before. Oh my god! Like kind of like right on the tip of the tongue. Yeah. And then that's your turn. We're at Expert Hunter 2's turn. Who are you guys? Who are you? Who sent you?
I'm gonna say, calm down. We're here to help.
Just silently, just.
Yeah. Why did you attack my friend? Why did you loot his corpse?
As you can see, I'm a goblin. All right. When I see something nice, I'm gonna take it, dead or alive. I don't know who. I don't care who's your friend, who's your enemy. I'm here for one thing. Loot. It's loot. It's loot. I'm here for loot.
He drinks a potion in front of you.
The snake's not dead, is it?
Nope, not yet. He pops the cork of, pulls out a thing kind of in the middle of your talking, pops a cork, and drinks back this sort of red, mercury-looking liquid. And then... Ooh. In front of you, this human, he bends over and grabs his stomach, but then he gets bigger and bigger and bigger until he's taking up almost, you think it's more than twice the size he originally took up, pushing you out of the way, tangling over the constrictor
Opportunity
snake.
attack on the snake.
You're still within range. It's sort of a mishmash. I can't bring him any closer. You're still within range. You're still within. I could put you here if it makes more sense, like this. You're like that. That's more accurate. How about that? Bam.
He's huge.
He's huge. And in his big form, he goes, I don't know who to trust.
Why didn't he do that earlier and kill the snake?
Because you pissed him off first, and now he's gonna be our enemy.
Bonus action, he is going to...
I pissed him off.
You looted his friend.
Looted his dead friend.
are you
Probably
fucking
wasn't
thinking?
even fully dead
Yeah,
yet.
everyone would do that. What do you mean?
What do you
Not
mean?
me. Decky
I would
drove
kill
an
the
axe
snake
into his
first.
chest before he was dead. I pissed him off.
Yeah.
Fuck off! I didn't piss him off. Decky pissed him off. We
At least-
all did.
At least Decky said it was because he was trying to take him out of his misery.
You also notice that the flaming sword that he carries has grown in size as well.
No, that's not good.
Epic.
All right, I'm gonna stab this guy.
All right, it's the snake's turn, and the snake is going to make an attack against the giant that just appeared out of nowhere. Ooh, crit fails, completely misses, smashes his head into the ground,
He's loopy.
and he's pretty much done for, I think. So we're gonna jump to Trodius' turn. But before, yeah, he crit failed on that. So we'll say he bashes his head into the ground, missing as this guy grows double in size in front of him. And as he sort of comes up, the snake comes up from the ground. You can see he's like a little dazed.
Run,
Proteus.
who are we fighting?
The snake. let's just take care of the snake.
I mean, the snake seems angry at him. Maybe it's gonna side with us.
But we need to ask someone something. Like, maybe he won't stay mad if we kill the snake.
You should talk to the snake.
All right, fine. I'm gonna attack the snake.
Okay, make an attack roll. Hits. Make any damage. +2.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll my damage.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll keep that 8.
Yep, no problem. It's just a passive effect he can do every turn. Doesn't hurt
Oh
to
right,
do.
he can re-roll it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm
thought he
gonna
was using his
attack again
inspiration.
as my bonus action.
How do you
So
want to
that
do
was
this?
what, 10?
No, how do you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
plus two.
with your second attack, how would you like to end the snake's life?
I'm gonna. Is it bound with his shackles or not?
Not at all.
Oh. I'm
Sorry.
gonna. When it opens its mouth, I'm gonna bring it in sideways and like
Ooh!
Joker it.
Cleaves right into the two cheeks of the snake as the fangs cling, 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 make clanging noises against your axe's metal blade. And they slowly slow down as your wedged axe in its mouth gets deeper and deeper as its own force pushes against it until you hear a final sickening crunch. And the body goes tense and limp and slides off your axe.
Gobo and the snake.
Not bad, dwarf. Not bad.
And what about you, big man?
This is his response. Raximus's turn.
Okay, I'm going to plead with the big fellow and explain to him that the goblin as well as the dwarf were only acting to try to kill the snake quicker and not actually insult the man who died.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay, cool.
The man is holding his head in his hands now instead of his stomach, and while he has grown in size, parts of his body are like bubbling. His arm gets big and swollen. His leg gets big and swollen, sort of pulsing back and forth like something's moving around, changing these parts of him. And he's sort of groaning into his hands. You're not sure if he can even understand you right now. But that's fine. I won't take an action from you for that. Brayden, you're up next.
I
Oh,
like how
that's
he's
my
Braden and Gert. Depending
I'm
on.
whatever. I might go by a third name at some point.
I'll cast. Hold on, is this It's not a cantrip, but I don't care. Can I do silent image of his buddy
Oh, okay.
resurrecting from the ground?
Jesus,
The
you're
image of
gonna
object, creature,
torment the
so on.
guy. Holy shit.
I can't do it.
I see it. I'm reading. Very good. Yeah, that's fine. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it. A creature that uses its action to examine the image can determine it's an illusion. Okay, that's fine. I'll keep it in mind that you're trying to portray that his friend got up and is okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you're trying to make it look like the corpse has like picked itself up as human as possible
Yes.
and is now just standing there.
Yes.
Okay, you want to move
And
anywhere?
then
That's fine.
Yes. No, I want to use my bonus action now. Because my character can kind of like project things into people's minds, correct? Like it's some sort of telepathy.
Just basic telepathy, pretty much. Yeah.
Can I make that guy's voice tell the guy that we did not offend him, like as almost like he came back as a ghost to say they were only trying to help, friend.
Make a performance check for me for your
here. I'm
for
safe.
Yeah.
how
I love it here.
They did the best they could. Now I must go on.
That
And I'll
dwarf
roll.
helped me by cutting my chest open.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay,
Essentially, all that is kind of the
All right.
gist of it.
you rolled. You know he's still sort of huddled over in pain, as the same as before. But I'll keep your performance skill in check for when his turn comes around and he rolls to react. Brayden,
I'm done now.
no problem. Thank you. Brayden, Grellin, you're on deck. You ride the leaves. You have 6 leaves, 6 glowing leaves, by the way. You're invisible.
What is going up, big guy? I clap. I come out of invisibility. I'm
Okay.
here, baby. I'm here. What
Funny
is
seeing you all
going-
here?
What is going on, big guy?
He's just his head is in his arms right now, and one of his hands is a giant flaming metal sword. Near his foot is an empty glass vial.
Oh my god, are you okay, dude? Are you feeling okay? Okay.
Sort of groaning
Alright.
in agony.
Okay. So I cast Charm Person on the big guy.
Okay. Go ahead and link that for me real quick so I can take a look. I think I have to make a saving throw of some sort.
How do I
You
do
just click
that?
the image to the left of its name, the little
yeah,
square to the
right.
left.
Alright. Oh.
Very good. That was it. That was right on.
Did it?
Perfect.
Okay.
And it shows me the saving throw at the bottom. Great. So he is going to try to resist against. You're going to make a wisdom saving throw right now. A little saving throw.
Epic.
He does resist your. He resists your charm person. So he
And,
is not charmed, fortunately.
and for my second action, I Charm Person again.
Oh, so you can't cast 2 spells at the same turn.
I know.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, how about
You could try to charm him with your words naturally.
yeah, I would like to try that.
All right, what do you say?
Nice cock.
Make a persuasion check.
It is really big right now.
Nailed it. Damn. Fuck.
Just trying to calm him down.
He knows it. He's got a big cock and nice.
Nice.
Well, you didn't say
cock,
big.
dude.
You said nice. So technically, it doesn't mean it has to be big. Let's not. Let's not.
The
All right.
size of it does not matter. I
There
just
you
want
go.
him to.
The motion
I just
of
want
the
him to feel
ocean.
something positive after watching his friend get killed by some strangers and then his corpse pillaged immediately.
He didn't react to you casting the spell, nor did he react to you shouting "nice cock" at him. He's still doubled over with his head yelling in agony. Grellin, it's your turn.
I would like to go invisible. Stealth.
Okay, he was trying stealth. Okay. There's a giant corpse of a snake you could hide amongst. That would probably be best.
Yes, I will hide in the snake, much
Right.
like I was inside of Gobo
Tried.
earlier.
You didn't really get inside Gabo. If you want to go into the details again, we can. But again, it
No,
wasn't...
I'm not gonna go into the guts of this. I'm just like kind of hiding behind
Why
the
not?
snake.
Why not go to
No,
the
it's fine. Yeah, you can make a stealth check for me. If someone's looking for you, they'll roll perception. That roll that you have. Stealth. Check there.
Surely nobody's looking for me, right?
The snake is definitely dead as you hide amongst its ruffles. Blood drips on your body.
Yes.
Okay, and then go ahead.
I would like to then surreptitiously maneuver towards the dead body of his friend again.
Okay. Okay. You're in.
And check his pockets one more time.
Make an investigation roll.
But he
With
doesn't see
advantage.
me this time. 'cause
As
it's
far as you
stealth.
know.
As far as you know.
Maybe one
Yeah.
more closer look.
With advantage.
God.
Go ahead and roll again. We're going to take the higher
With
number.
advantage? Okay,
With
okay,
advantage.
thank God. Yes.
You're not only did you... There is absolutely nothing of interest on this character. You are 100% certain that his sword is normal. His clothes are
Right.
not magical and
Right.
tattered beyond usability. He
Okay.
has puncture wounds, several in his chest,
Wonder why.
and he's got a
I mean,
9-inch
Jody is-
wiener.
Interesting.
Well,
You
that
should
is
talk.
neat.
Maybe you should dig into his chest cavity and see if there's any fun organs you can take.
Yeah. with
All
a
right.
friend
How
right
about a
there.
bonus investigation check on this wiener? 'Cause
As your bonus investigating, checking his wiener, it's the expert hunter's turn. He is going to vomit blood all over the ground in between you and Chodius, all over the ground like a torrent of blood. He is then going to look at you, Chodius. His eyes are swollen with blood. His tongue looks like it's swollen up the inside of his mouth. Blood is seeping from his nostrils and his ears as he swings his flaming sword at you.
Knew they were evil.
I don't think they're evil.
I don't know if that's
Does
necessary.
21
I
hit?
think he's just pissed
That's a
at you,
hit.
dude.
Okay, he takes 6 halved because you're raging. I'm stupid. Hang on, sorry.
Okay.
And to plus 7 fire damage. I don't know if that's
So
half.
10. No,
yes.
it's only physical.
Yes, exactly. So you take the slash, your muscles tense and flex as the pain courses through you, and you shrug it off. But the burn lingers as some of the hairs on your beard flare up a little bit, and just singeing, not really doing any permanent damage to the beard, but you do take that damage there. After which, the swing is very sloppy. He sort of swings, and as he does, oh, sorry, because he's large, he does extra damage. I totally forgot. Additional 2 damage, but that is halved, so additional 1 damage. Take that extra 1 damage. He swings, and in the swing, once his swing is completed, he's even larger than he was before. You all have to take a step back in doing so, less be crushed by him. Then he drops his flaming sword as he brings his head back into his hands. As he gets even larger, until finally you hear a sickening and ear-deafening pop as you're coated in blood and guts. All around you it lands. Chunks of bone and meat and flesh. And combat's over.
What the fuck? I'm gonna pick up his sword.
No problem.
Is it still double size?
No, as it falls through the air, it reduces itself back to normal size. Clink, 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 hits the ground, or I guess it's
Funnier if it
dirt.
stayed big, like an anime sword.
No, it switches back. It lands near to the empty vial that he popped the cork off of to drink.
I knew they were up to no good, the two of them.
What the fuck did you do? Did you even get the guy's name?
Oh.
Can't see. Was there anything good on his corpse, Grellin?
After 3 attempts at checking, I can definitely say, I can certainly say no. Nothing.
I'm gonna go over and investigate the snake. See if there's anything worthwhile. Maybe some scales or something.
You could try and get some scales from it. You could try and scavenge its parts if you like. I could do a survival check for me, and then you let me know what you want. And then you guys.
What was all this for?
Yeah, my familiar is gonna run over to Gert, the only one that I'm siding with here, and just gonna try to get on top of the hat and just sort of sit on it again.
What was all this
If he lets
for?
you do so, no problem.
Thanks.
We killed everyone.
They're friends with Gobo.
I don't, not necessarily.
We chose our path when we killed the goblin.
Did we? These guys seem kind of chill, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
Even
good.
I feel a bit guilty about this one.
What did I get from the snake?
You get a handful of scales, of constrictor scales. We could say, why don't you roll 1d8 for me with that roll that you did before? That was a pretty good survival check. There you go. 6 scales. Intact scales. They have some weight to them. They are fully matured scales, so they do serve purpose. Did you want to try and do anything else with this corpse?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut out its tongue as a trophy.
It does have 2 large fangs.
Oh, I thought I broke those. Then yeah, let me carve out
No.
those fangs.
Okay,
They're
make
not gonna rot.
another survival check for me.
Oh.
You snap one, but it breaks in such a way that the tip is rendered useless, and you just sort of have like a hollow bone. Sort of snaps in 2. You snap it once, snaps too short to really be of service, too close to the tip, and the other one sort of snaps too close to the root. Sort of left with these mangled bones in your hands. Some venom leaks out of one, and you're lucky you didn't roll any lower and actually get cut from it. As your rage fades, you get a point of exhaustion. Don't forget, you're exhausted. Probably a good place to wrap up. If anyone has any anything they'd like to do or
You guys
react.
are fucking psychopaths. You guys are crazy.
I'd like to roll around in the guts of the popped man.
They are everywhere. Yeah, it is like covering it, like large chunks
It's
of rib
already on all of
cage
us.
all over you guys. Just like a
Yeah, okay.
blanket
What the
of
fuck is
water.
wrong with you guys?
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I
Hold that.
started today's session covered in shit and guts, and I ended it covered in someone else's shit and guts.
I'd like to end it by eating a leaf, another leaf.
All right, roll another d20.
Is the leaf
20.
Yeah, that's our roll last time too. D20.
Okay.
You gain another inspiration point. You have 3 now.
Cool.
You guys see Gert eat these leaves, like pop another one, like walk up to these corpses covered in blood, like pop a leaf in, like crunch down on it.
You guys want to leave?
No.
Nah. Anybody want to leave? You guys don't want to leave?
I've lost my appetite.
I eat another
This
leaf.
is gross, and
Roll another
also
D20.
the guilt is consuming me.
Well, I'll eat another leaf, I guess.
Gain another inspiration point. Better mark these down. I'm not gonna remember how many you have.
How many is that?
I think that was 4 total.
Where can I mark this down? Is there anywhere?
For your inventory, just write like 4 inspiration points. It's just 1 free
Wait,
reroll.
Where'd
that
all
you
my
get.
loot go? Oh, okay.
Gone.
Can you put custom stuff in your inventory?
Uh huh.
There.
Just make it. There's a little. There should be like
There's
a little
add thing. You just add it.
little pen on paper.
Add. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's an actual
Okay.
add plus button.
Loot
sorry.
you can add, and then there's a little pen and paper. Just
I'm
right
down
in
to
your
4
loot.
leaves.
You guys sure you don't want one of these?
I'm a familiar. I don't know if I can eat one.
Maybe I will take some for the road.
For the
I'll
no,
walk
no, no. You
over.
can eat it now, or I can hold on to it.
Okay, you
Okay.
can hold on to it for me.
Raximus, you get the sense you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I didn't think
you
so.
can pick one up
Okay.
and you like pretend to eat it, and it just like falls through your body
I eat all 4 of the leaves.
at the same time.
Yes.
Okay, roll it 4 times for me.
I think your eyes are bigger than your tummy, maybe.
Okay, you gain 4 more inspiration die.
Okay.
Feels
Very
good.
good.
So inspired.
8 inspiration die.
8 rerolls, baby.
He's gonna use them all for something stupid as fuck.
We'll use them all for something really dumb later.
Okay, great, excellent. I mean, you guys did great again. Another fantastic combat session. I'm thinking maybe
Especially
next
me.
time I'll try and find some combat music. That could be good. Like that's something we're missing. Got the ambient combat music. Good business.